Warning: the following episode of Orsini's Uncensored Mind contains explicit language and adult content. The thoughts and opinions stated on the show are reflective of AJ Orsini and his guests exclusively. But seriously, guys, the show's called Uncensored. If you got a problem with bad language, I really don't give a shit.
Welcome to Orsini's Uncensored Minds, and now your host, AJ Orsini with Dave.
How the hell is everybody out there? Music boys! You made man. The Job Soul Brother. Hey, music man. The Job Soul Brothers from exactly. You did it again. The Job Soul Brothers from exactly specifically the same exact mother. I check it every time, and every time it's correct. We have the same exact mother and father and family members, unfortunately. But we are your host of Orsini's Uncensored Mind. I'm going to get rid of this other thing here. Hey, full screen me, baby. Hey, I am AJ Orsini, and I've once again joined by my brother in arms, the master of deception himself, the troll. Wait, you're really into your camera shot there. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, lean back a little bit. What's going on?
Skip.
People need to see me, so I gave it to them.
Look at all of this. Take it in for what it is. Oh,
in
man.
all its glory.
We are live, baby. We're back live again. Another live episode of Orsini's Uncensored Mind, and we're here to talk about the greatest. I'm so used to saying the greatest day. Now it's the greatest 2 days, I guess. 2-day event. We're here to talk about Wrestlemania. And I could not do this alone. Of course, joined once again by my brother on every episode, but I had to
define every.
Well,
we make a solid effort. That's for sure.
Yeah, effort's always being put forth to make sure that the tandem stays together. But we are together here tonight for another episode here, and we're going to be doing a WrestleMania Roundtable. We're told that this is the most stupendous WrestleMania of all time. That's the tagline. So I had to go out and seek the most stupendous panel I can possibly find. Okay, so I'm going to introduce our guests here, but before I do that, I'm going to slide right into it. Actually, pause, time out. I'm going to slide right into this, and I have to introduce the very first panel. He is one of what we call the Orsini's Uncensored Mind All-Star members.
Oh,
he's been on this roundtable before. He's a WrestleMania roundtable regular. This is the man who openly stated that murder is bad, and I think he stands by it, folks. Of course, I'm talking about Joe Dove. I'm talking about the founder of 2BC.com. I'm here once again with Mr. Joe Pombo. Is he doing the Undertaker entrance with his ass?
What up?
You fucks. There it is.
There it is. I got to do something special for WrestleMania, right? What's good? What's good? What's good? Back in the place to be. Thanks for having me. So glad to be here.
Joe, are you in the new spot?
I am in the new spot. That's why it's a little bit echoey. There's no sound treatment yet. Yeah, I am 17 floors up, high in the sky, in a deluxe apartment.
In the sky.
That was great.
I love the note. You hit a good note there.
Hey, if you're a co-host of a music podcast, you got to make sure to, hit.
Gotta have range. Gotta have
range.
Gotta have
just keep it up.
Now, your usual tag team partner, who is usually on the WrestleMania Roundtable with us, could not be here today. He's off doing miraculous work for the Stephen Colbert Show. Woo! So his docket is full tonight. He's with us here in spirit.
Yeah,
in person.
So I couldn't just replace Stephen James with a person. because that gives a bad impression. It makes it sound like I can just replace Stephen James with just anybody. So I didn't replace Stephen James with one person. I got two people.
That's right.
This is the biggest round table we have ever had. And returning to the podcast, he's not just awesome. He's Mr. Awesome. He's been on the show multiple times. He's yet to disappoint me. We are here once again with Mr. Matt Awesome with an awesome shirt. Please show the whole shirt. Wait, show the whole.
What's up?
He's got the Golden Girls with the
and the guns.
Me and the Macho Man and the girls.
Oh yeah, I had to wear the tee, you know.
Had to wear the girl tee. I absolutely love it. Now, as I said, there are two people who are replacing him, and this individual is held the record. I want this stated in the intro. This woman held the record on my show. She was the highest rated interview for the first 2 years, and I interviewed her in the first year. For the first 2 years of this podcast, she was the highest rated, most downloaded interview I ever had. So obviously I haven't had her on in a while because I'm stupid. But she's back here today. She's been on roundtables in the past. She's been an interview topic. But today she's back on another roundtable for WrestleMania. Miss Arielya Nyx is
Hi,
back.
guys. Thank you for having me. I want to know who beat me, though. You mentioned my record. Who beat me?
Who eventually beat you, I believe, and you may not find offense to this, but it was the great Larry Legend who eventually overtook you.
Okay. I'll accept that. He is a legend.
Yeah.
He is legendary.
He sure is. Love that dude.
I actually had plans for a sixth, but at the last minute, he's having a pet situation. Not looking so
Was
good.
it Larry?
No.
That'd have been something.
He says that he's still going to try to make it at some point in time tonight. I left the spot open for him. An old friend, Ian, is going to make it here on the show at some point. I told him to take it off, deal with the pet situation. But this guy, he wants to make sure that he comes onto this round table and hurts my feelings because he's constantly coming on here saying outlandish shit.
We got to get him on here.
Check out the YouTube channel. There's actually a clip where he tried to make the case that I think it was Big Cass was better than Edge. I don't know if you guys remember that. Yeah.
They look like they're related though. So
he tried. It was such a moronic argument. I had to put it on YouTube for the world to hear so that they could hear it. So it did not age well, obviously. But we are here with this esteemed panel, of course, to talk about WWE's mainstay, its flagship pay-per-view. I'm sorry, I'm doing it again. Premium live event, their number one premium live event, WrestleMania, now a 2-night event. And I just have to ask the question to you guys. Well, let me start actually really quickly, and then I'll pass it on to you guys. This to me, WrestleMania. And I know people are going to have their doubts and they're going to say, I'm not as excited as I once was. The card is not really all that impressive. There's too many celebrities. We're going to get into literally all of that. But I have to start off this show, and I'm going to address everybody in the comments in just a second, but Daddy's got to do some business first.
Don't do that.
Don't make it weird.
don't do that.
This
your business.
In my house, we always use the sentence that WrestleMania to me is like my holy day of Sabbath, right? This is every year I have the greatest day of my life every year. That's every time WrestleMania comes around. Ever since I was a kid, he can vouch. He was there. Unfortunately, he was there.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah, Joe was there in spirit. We do look alike enough to believe that he could possibly been there.
Looks like there's three brothers on the top of the panel.
This one pay-per-view has always been a mainstay in my life. It's been there when I've had nothing, and it's been there when I've had everything. And you'll see throughout the course of this night, I'm going to make it my personal mission to spin this shit to make it sound like the greatest fucking pay-per-view that could possibly be put together.
Good luck.
I don't know how, because some of these matches is going to be a stretch. I'm not going to front. I'm going to be lying my ass off for some of this shit, but I'm going to make this shit work. I'm going to fool myself into enjoying this fucking card the way that it's set up. And we're going to go through all of it. But Joe, I'll start with you, and I guess I'll ask you the question.
Go for it.
And everybody's going to get this question, so start thinking in your answers now. But what does WrestleMania mean to you at this point?
WrestleMania is family unity. It's almost as important as the Royal Rumble. This is the second major event for wrestling for me because the Royal Rumble has been a mainstay since it debuted, and the family has always come together to make sure that we watch every one of those wrestlers get pissed off, throw each other over the top. But WrestleMania has its other special place because when you're a young man growing up and you got a lot of these big legends like Vader, Big John Studd, and Andre the Giant to your Hulk Hogan's, you always look up to them. And this showcases them in their greatest light, you know? So WrestleMania has always been the go-to and the best memories of pizza, warm, fond memories, friendship, and especially family, because everybody in my family, except for one, was always into wrestling.
Yeah.
So that one just said, all right, I'm out. You guys are watching that?
One.
Oh, it's my aunt. She was never big into wrestling. She liked the guys. She was like, "Oh, that guy's hot," but
Dave, I know that you have a history of being forced to watch most of this shit.
So I wanna take everything he just said and apply that to football. So that's where I was when WrestleMania was the thing. That's where my love was. But like you said, every single one that I've seen, this is the one that lasts the longest as far as that what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, I'm drawing a blank. What's the word I'm looking for? The something we watch every year. I don't even really watch the Super Bowl. Tradition. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
The tradition of wrestling lasted longer than football. I can't remember the last time I watched an entire football game, but I definitely I try to keep up with as many pay-per-views as I can. But I don't think, aside from like the last 2 years before last year, I missed. I've seen pretty much all of them, and I try to catch them. If not right away, I eventually go back and watch them. So, yeah, it's turning up to be like one of the very few traditions left, to be honest. So that's where I'm at with Mania.
Arielya, I know that you've been a longtime wrestling fan yourself, and I know that WrestleMania has probably played a big part in your life as well. But you have the one question that's different from the rest, because I'd love to get your opinion on this. Throughout the course of your life, women's representation at WrestleMania has definitely boomed over the last, I want to say, at least decade. What has WrestleMania meant to you during the course of your life, and how do you rationalize how that movement has gone forward so far?
Well, Joe kind of nailed it, just like, time with family and friends. Cause I know like growing up, it was just like so hyped having like a little party get together. Even now, like still have get togethers with friends and, everybody who loves wrestling. This is like our day, like, they always compare it to the Super Bowl of wrestling and things like that. So it was always something I look forward to, even now, even though it's like, we were joking before, like the card's not as great as it used to be and stuff, but it's still a great time. And just seeing women's wrestling grow the way it has, because I know when I was younger, it was just like barely starting women. Then it was like the Attitude Era, so everybody was like, just women were just there to be pretty. They didn't, and then the divas, they didn't get the chance. They tried, but they weren't getting the opportunity. So now to see them main eventing WrestleMania, and I got to be there for backstage for the first women's, where it was Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda. I got to do extra work. So getting to experience that one. Yeah, I got to be backstage and experience WrestleMania. Right, yeah, I was booked amazing. As an extra, so we didn't get to get used. It was a sad story. We were all going to be in with No Way Jose's conga line, and then they cropped the conga line right before the pay-per-view. I was like, no, I wanted to be on the stage. But
oh man, that would have been just awesome.
Getting to be back there and seeing it and knowing that the women were main eventing, just a beautiful feeling. I never thought I'd see it, and now we've had multiple women main eventing, and now hopefully we're going to have one at least tomorrow night. And
so looking at this card, you're going to be pleasantly surprised, because they're probably not the only good match now.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to most, actually. Yeah,
women will rise yet again.
I actually thought Charlotte and Ronda were going to main event night one until now. I started recently hearing that the segment's going to end, and we'll get to that as we move.
That's what the rumor is. So we'll see.
Yeah, as we move through the course of this whole show, we'll all have our excitements and our disappointments as we move across here, for sure. But I just, I didn't want people to think that what we're doing here tonight is just going to be the usual run of the mill. Oh my God, this card sucks for like 3 straight hours. I'm going to find some positive shit to talk about here on this show. I encourage my guests to do some of the same because 3 hours of negativity. And I'm not planning on being here for 3 hours. I'm just saying that I'm being general when it comes to podcasts. So 3, 4, 5 hour fucking podcasts of just people just shitting on the world. That's not what we do here. There's going to be things we don't like, for sure, but we're going to be honest across the board. We're just going to give our opinions and what we're here to really do. So let me pull because I'm sorry guys, I got a little fancy for this one. Okay, so I started putting some stuff together, and I want to make sure everybody
the
most stupendous WrestleMania. This is WrestleMania. I know they don't do the numbers anymore, but we're old school, so this is WrestleMania 30-8. Okay, I'm putting the number out there. This is the 38th WrestleMania. As we do as we get through the card, where we're gonna end. For those of you who are in the comments, and for those of you who are joining the show, we're doing a pop quiz for the panel at the end of the card. Once we go through the card and we start giving our opinions out at the end of the show, we're going to do a pop quiz. You can join the pop quiz. I'm going to put the information on the screen for you to try to get your shot to get in. It's through Kahoot, which is a website. It's an interactive website where you can take a pop quiz and you can answer the questions and you can play along. It's very fun and colorful and interactive. Unfortunately, I'm using the free version, so it only allows up to 10 people. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the room, which will leave 6 spots open. So if you're in the chat, you still want to play the game with us, you're more than welcome to. The winner of the quiz gets a prize. Now, the last winner was Stephen James. He won the pop quiz at the 4th anniversary show. He won himself a beer glass, which I dumbassly didn't send him for 2 months, and he didn't remind me. So this
okay, I was going to say.
This time, I'm going to write a note and stay on top of this stuff. So, yeah, I wanted to share this one out. Jesse Rodriguez, beer, pizza, and WrestleMania was a year thing at my house in the 2000s. Man, I would have loved the beer part. I don't think my mom would have let that one rock. I got that eventually over time. Like, for instance, tomorrow, I'm going to be ridiculously drunk tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm making it my personal mission. Pombo will be in the house tomorrow.
That's right.
He is responsible for all that happens to me physically. So if
I will have photographic proof.
Yeah, with the toilet like that. Just like that. So we're gonna get right in. Actually, Matt's back. Matt had to refresh for a second.
Finally,
Matt, Yes. What does Matt? What does Matt mean to you?
What does Matt mean to you?
Matt means everything to me. Everything.
How important is WrestleMania to
No
you?
mistakes
Kind of
in this room.
That's right. We'll do it live. Fuck it. What has WrestleMania meant to you as you've come up as a young one, and now you're in the business, and how does it still resonate with you today?
Well, WrestleMania has been something in my life since day one. Again, I think I said it a few times on the show before. My cousin was the first person to introduce me to WrestleMania, and we were super young, running around with our little, as we say in the Spanish homes, calzoncillos that had our favorite wrestlers on the back of them. So,
okay,
of course, mine had Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior on them. His had Hulk Hogan. Right. Yet I had the Hulk Hogan toy, which was weird. I don't know. I was a kid then. Don't knock me on that one. But we always watch it.
I'll knock you privately.
That stood out to me. Yeah, you can knock me privately. The WrestleMania, the tradition was always watching it with my other cousin. I would go to his house when he lived closer to me. Now he lives further out in Connecticut. We used to do when it was one night only or one whole day. We used to sit down, buy pizza, buy beer, have a great time just watching the house until the very, very end. And then my best friend will have to drive me home because I'm a little bit too drunk. But favorite WrestleMania, I'll say, that stands out and it's always showed me something like match-wise that really pushed me to really want to be a wrestler was Shawn and Razor. Honestly, to tell you the truth.
Wow, way back.
WrestleMania 10.
Yeah, that's the one I was at. That was my first WrestleMania.
Love that match. That's one of my favorite matches.
That's actually a good question. Arielya, you said you were part of WrestleMania 35 backstage. Was that your first time attending a WrestleMania?
No, I've been to a few as a fan. I think my first one was 28.
Oh, you were in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my first one. I remember doing 28, 29, 30, 29 was in New York, and then 30 was in New Orleans, right? Yeah.
Oh man, I always want to go to New Orleans. Awesome.
It was a good time. It was a good time.
No,
I feel like that's where Mania should be, like just a party.
Oh yeah,
just be in New Orleans every year. That's it.
Yeah,
I think they like it too. They went back almost back to back. They were so close, 30 and 34.
Mm-hmm.
Like they left, and they were like, if it wasn't for previous obligations, we would have been back here again.
Yeah.
Joe, what was your first WrestleMania?
First WrestleMania in person was 10 for me as well.
Oh man, your mom's cool.
Yeah,
I wasn't there. I watched it at home.
Oh, okay.
I really
29 was mine. 29 here.
Oh.
Here's the irony: the person that got us the tickets was the person that didn't like wrestling. The family member that wasn't into wrestling got us the tickets because her company sponsored WWF at the time. So that was pretty hilarious.
All right. Well, it got you in the building, man.
It got me in the building. I got to meet Brett. Got to meet Owen. It was amazing.
Oh, you got to meet Owen, bro.
Awesome.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Dave, I don't think you've gone yet, but we're gonna get you, brother. We're gonna get you. 39 is not gonna happen. I'm not going to California, but 40. Let's see where 40 winds up. All right. Let's see where 40 lands. Whatever they get.
Alaska. Or Saudi Arabia, probably.
Oh, God.
Mania, baby.
Saudi Mania.
I am absolutely. Oh, look, here we go. Narissa here. I was at the first WrestleMania.
Wow, that's awesome.
20 and 29. Every time. Wait, you didn't go to 35? Narissa, the streak broke?
Wow.
Nice.
We'll get clarification on that. Wait for Narissa to give back. But man, she's
every 10 years she went almost.
Every time it comes to the city, she's there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta. Hey, Narissa, did you ever meet?
One.
Yeah, Narissa, did you ever meet Vlad? I want to know. Can we get some Vlad?
The
Vlad.
driver? Wow, Vlad. I met him.
I met him.
I met him at WrestleCon.
Oh,
I met him at GCW in January. I met him.
Oh yeah, he went
He
out
was ringside at GCW. Yeah,
of course, ringside.
I remember seeing him as a kid and just being like, "Who is that guy that was always in the front row?"
Yeah,
like who is that guy? And then finally figure out who he was, and it was just like he's just a fan. And then I went to WrestleCon when I was in New Orleans, WrestleMania 30. He's the only person I took a picture with. He was just walking around, and I'm like, I want to meet you. And I remember one day I was on the train waiting at Grand Central. The 4 train stops, and he's on the train, and I'm just like, oh my God, he's on the train, and I'm just staring at him. He's probably like, why is this girl staring at me?
He's working out. Oh my God, that's Vlad.
That was like right before COVID. I'm like, he's still around. I'm like, oh, he's so excited. He's probably like this weirdo. He's like, maybe she recognizes him.
You should have flexed on him, just backstage at Mania, no big
right?
Yeah.
My name to be called, man. Yeah. Trying to see if I can get into that battle royal real quick. Lily, WrestleMania was better than the Super Bowl in our house since I was a mere child. I was just hyped to stay up late. Yeah. I think that was another big part of it, the staying up part, right? Because WrestleMania used to run late.
Yeah.
That was another.
You shouldn't put that comment up. I don't like being disrespected and you being bigged in the same sentence. My Super Bowl was good, okay? I had pizza and wings, and you ate it. So get out of here.
Actually, Super Bowl lands, if you think about it, with the Rumble in January, then Super Bowl in February, and then WrestleMania around March or April. Beginning of the year is that's a pretty good time.
Right when
back in the days, it was wasn't it like Starrcade was
Starrcade was December.
Yeah, Starrcade kicked it
so
off.
It started from December on. Always.
If you were a hardcore,
go to my godmother's house to watch Starrcade.
Yeah.
Starrcade. I used to watch it over there at my godmother's house because she used to love.
Yeah, it was
love Hulk Hogan. So I used to have to watch it.
I loved Hulk Hogan, man. She followed Hogan to WCW.
Yeah, she gave up on him.
She followed him, and she loved Macho Man. She loved them too. She loved Macho Man to death. So where they went, she went.
Oh, too soon.
It's a cardinal sin if you don't love them.
No.
Oh yeah.
Listen, we got 14 matches to go over, guys. Let's go ahead.
Some of them will be quick. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, we could say that's a solid 7.
That's why I threw a quiz at the end because I know we're not gonna take up the whole 2 hours. But we
No,
are going to
no.
start off strong. I actually believe this might be the opener for night one. So we're going to start off strong here, okay? Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's
Big
Championship.
time Bex.
We've got the. I said I wanted to talk positive about this show, so I had to start with a positive thing. So we're going to start with the positive thing here. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair. I dare say this might be Dave's main event for the entire weekend.
Match of the night.
This
This is their redemption story.
I was going to say yes.
Yes.
This is their
yes.
opportunity to reel me back in. I have not really watched much WWE since that moment in time. I try to keep up so that we can have our conversations, but I have not delved deep since that happened. So
you're
give her the belt back. We'll start anew, and we'll move on. We'll move on. This never happened.
When
You think
Ronda,
oh.
when Ronda decided to play politics. Oh, did I just knock myself? When Ronda decided to play politics and go with Charlotte, someone must have grabbed Vince and just fix this. This is your friends.
It was probably Dave. Dave called him up. I was like, yo.
I was like, wow, they seem really upset about it. We did a whole thing about it on the show. I actually clipped it off on YouTube. Just this match from SummerSlam. I didn't even put the whole SummerSlam review up. Just this match on SummerSlam. Because there was so much to get to. Can anyone? I'm actually going to leave it up to the panel. I won't even say a name. Going back to SummerSlam, do you actually? No, I will say a name. I'll go with Joe. Joe, do you believe
Yes.
that this was the overall plan when they went into the SummerSlam idea? That eventually would lead to something.
Yeah,
bigger.
it would lead to this. Yeah, I could see that being the case. I mean, that snatch and grab was so crazy, and they had to move certain pieces around to make it come to fruition. But ultimately, they wanted a really dope build up for a Mania moment, and this could be it, very much so.
Okay, Ariella, do you see? Oh, that looks way better. Let's do that.
Yeah, I like this view better. Yeah.
This is good.
Do you see any possibility at all? And we're going to pick our winners, but I really want to pick your brain about this. Psychology-wise, do you see, once again, for another WrestleMania, the big hair coming into the finish here? Because they've been teasing it. Now we're cutting hair. Becky's got the new haircut that they put on the website now. She's coming out with bangs tomorrow night. It's a whole new fiery look.
Bangs Becky.
It wasn't well.
Big time bangs.
Big time bangs.
Is the hair once again playing a role? Is this something that you continue to play up?
Probably. She'll probably do a little hair whip. She should hit her at least once, just for fun.
Is it possible to use her hair against her? Can Becky use the hair against Bianca?
That's possible. It's long enough. She could grab it and like choke her or something.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Or whip her back.
Cold. Oh man. Matt, this was let me start over. Becky Lynch is actually claiming, and she might have some validity to this, that her title reign as champion has been over 600 days. She's counting the original run from 35 when she won at 35. She relinquished it due to the pregnancy. She was never beaten for the championship. She took time off for paternity purposes. The night she came back, she wins the championship again, and she's held it ever since. Do you consider this a 600-day plus run?
Listen, it's whoever holds the title. Whoever holds the title and is, defending it from show to show. So I really don't say 600. No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
I don't. Let her. That's her ego talking. Like, well,
that's the
reality.
Shenanigans.
She should have come.
Exactly.
She should have just not let relinquish it.
Now, defend it.
She
should have
went on pregnancy with it.
Yeah, like soon as she dropped the baby, came back, drop kicked people, and stepped
about third trimester, she would have been wrestling like Inoki in the last days, just hands, boof boof.
Yep, that's what she should have been doing.
What they should have done. What they should have done is let her be a champion, right? Let somebody get an interim title for the meantime. Defend it. Then when she comes back, have the match for the title. Whoever wins, combine the titles and call it a day.
Ooh, money's in the rematch. Money's in the rematch. Dave, if Bianca wins this, is it redemption? You say they're working on it. If she wins this, does it make SummerSlam go away?
No, absolutely not. But I'm willing to forgive it. I'm not
What happens if
forgiving.
it's a 5-minute match?
I misspoke. I'm not forgiving shit. I just want to forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it, and they can try to actually do a proper run. I still think that's so bullshit. It ruined all of this for me.
Yeah, that was a shocker. Oh
It just
my
made no
God.
sense. This would be a huge moment if they just did that one moment a little different. Just have her beat her. Normally, having a normal match and just beating her outright wouldn't be so unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why they couldn't just take 15 minutes to just have a quick match. Maybe you could do the veteran versus new person thing, spin to it, and call it a day. No, instead she's just basically went in and said, "Yo, lay down for me real quick," and then just pinned her.
With a
And
move
now we're
that
here.
she didn't use after she beat Bianca. I think that's what really made it worse because she debuted that move against Bianca. She never did a fucking manhandler. What the fuck is a manhandler? She never did that. And
it's all in the game. It's all in the game.
And never fucking used it again. So there goes.
I bought the game and I was doing a tower for the card game that they have on there, and she hit me with it. I'm like, wow, this is the second time I ever see this move.
You should feel special. She hit it on Bianca Belair and then you.
Yeah, I was actually who was I?
Small group of people who've experienced a lot.
All right, we got a quick special guest for 2 minutes. This is Pretzel. Say hi. He's running all around. He's ready for bed, so he's trying to say hi. Yeah,
that's a real tag champ right there. That's a real tag champ.
Yep.
There you go.
That's a partner.
He said he's rooting for Bianca.
I fuck with Pretzel.
There you
Yeah.
Wait, Dave. How mad would you be if Becky retains and it's another squash?
Oh God.
Then the second match would be the first match of the night.
Man, come on.
Yeah.
The second match would be WrestleMania is finally starting. I don't know why there was dead air for 30 minutes.
If she retains, it needs to be like a 20-minute match. Please, no squashes.
Yeah,
That
right.
doesn't happen. Bianca should just fucking go outside the ring, flip the commentating table, break a bunch of shit, go into the ring, and
EW.
Yo, exactly.
I'm out of here. Fuck this.
That would be
place.
hilarious.
Oh my God. They would with Tony Storm now in AEW, they got plenty of room over there, I guess. Just seems to be a bottomless pit over there. Any of these motherfuckers now at this point would just be like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yep.
Just fuck
Listen,
it.
people need jobs at the end of the day. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with it. Matt, who wins the match? Make your picks. Matt, who wins the match?
I think he's frozen.
I think he's
All
frozen.
right. I'll choose for him. I'm going to go with Bianca Belair.
Yeah, good.
Wow, Matt, your voice changed.
I know. Who was that? It was ventriloquist wisdom. Yeah, Dave,
Maybe
what
I'll
do
fix
you
it
do?
now.
Yeah,
Am I good now?
He's there.
I heard you
Am
you
I
picked
frozen?
Bianca. I heard you.
No, you're
Am I
good.
good?
You're
You're
good.
good. I heard you picked Bianca. You picked Bianca. I heard your voice.
I'm going for wrestling for that match. Good wrestling match. Nah, Bianca.
Bianca. Dave.
Okay.
There will be hair shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean,
Bianca.
I'll say it, but Bianca. I mean, how much more clear do I have to be?
Really, I thought you were going to pick Becky.
Yeah, right. Heel turn. Yes, I'm going with Becky. Fuck all you guys.
What else do I have to say? Joe,
Yes.
who you picking?
You got to go with Bianca. Yeah. Unless it's a good screw job. I mean,
This is the time to pull the trigger.
this is the
Ariella?
time to pull it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it should be Bianca. That's who I'm rooting. I mean, I love Becky too, but it should
Sadly,
be Bianca. WWE, do we trust them completely?
They're
But
good.
I wouldn't be
Becky's gonna hold it.
surprised. But
I
you
think
know.
Becky holds it, unfortunately.
Oh,
Really?
In reality, I think they're going to keep it on
WWE, so it
Becky.
could go either way.
They're gonna
but
keep it on
definitely rooting for
Becky.
Bianca. Hey, we're
But
going
we'll
for
see what happens.
all right.
If they keep it on her, they keep it on her. That's fine.
Team
At the end of the
Bianca,
day, I want Bianca to win.
gives her the KOD and whip her like hell. Go ahead, Narissa. I still couldn't believe, what was it, a few months, even a few months after last year's WrestleMania, when everyone thought that the hair whip to Sasha Banks was fake. Like the sound, the cracking of the whip sound was fucking insane. How? Do you know how poorly the WWE times their sweetening of the audio? You think they would have the ability to time that crack like that?
Do you guys remember when Kane with the timing where the fire was off and Kane had to do his hands a couple of times because
Fire, where are you? Listen, coming from a Hispanic home, a crowd.
White people's like, that was fake. Hispanics was like, nah, bro, I've heard that before. That's real.
That was real.
I've felt that before.
I use a chancla, so plain and simple.
There you go. Match number 2, the Mysterios will team up to take on the team of The Miz and Logan Paul.
All right, AJ, start selling.
I will. Actually, okay.
You're up. Let's go. And you can't use The Miz.
Miz for what? What do you mean?
As a selling point.
No, I'm not going to. I actually have no intentions of selling The Miz using The Miz as a selling point. He wasn't a selling point for me last year. It ain't going to be for me this year. Miz was in a tag team match with a celebrity in it last year. It was just the opponent. This year, the celebrity is his tag partner as he takes on the father-son duo of the Mysterios. Here's the one thing I will take from this match that's a positive. From what I understand, Dominic is fucking gone after this. And
really?
I can't fucking wait. No, I'm not gone from the WWE. He's headed to NXT.
Oh,
NXT.
like train his ass.
And hopefully, they somewhere along the line, I guess they figured out he needs to not be here anymore. He just needs to get away for a while and just. He's not a terrible wrestler and he's not a terrible person, but he's not ready for big stage shit, and they keep putting him in that position.
His first match was SummerSlam against Seth Rollins. I mean, like that's an awesome position to be in, and he did okay. It's not like you said, he's not bad, but he's still the newer side.
So fresh, he's green as fuck. Yeah,
NXT's got some talent over there now.
I felt like I was watching a BWF match when he was in the ring.
Don't do something like that.
I thought I put all.
I'm just.
They still out here shooting. I don't understand. Oh my god! But yes, as far as the sell for this match goes, it's going to be a lot like the Bad Bunny situation last time. The only difference between this match and the last one, Bad Bunny was a babyface in that match. He was allowed to do ridiculous shit, and they would pop because Bad Bunny doesn't come off like an athlete. We found out during the course of that match he's actually really fucking athletic, but we didn't know that going in. Here, the bar of expectation is actually a little higher because Logan Paul is known to be athletic as shit. So I actually expect him to do a lot more. I actually expect him to do a little something. You said a second ago, don't use The Miz. I'm actually excited to see what Logan does with Ray. I want to see what Ray can get out of his ass and with Ray style and avoiding 619s and hey, I'm going to go for a tag with The Miz and I get hit from behind. I want to see the psychology of that. This is more of a morbid curiosity for me than it is, they're going to steal the show. How does it work? What situations do you put Paul in that's not going to get him hurt? Because that's the same shit from. That's why I think everybody was so stunned by Bad Bunny last year because he did a bunch of shit that could have gone so wrong. It's not even funny. Yeah, his whole tour would have been done. One bad bump and his tour is done for good, and he did all that crazy shit. I don't anticipate Logan to do a bunch of crazy shit being the heel of the situation, but I do anticipate him doing some things to the Mysterios that might, hopefully, fingers crossed, actually get some sympathy toward the fucking Mysterios because they don't have that. Ray is Ray, and then there's the other guy. Which just happens.
Then his punk kid.
So his seed is running around.
I'm actually anticipating this matchup. I want to see
what Eddie's kid. What was that?
Yeah. No, they settled that in the ladder match.
Yes, that's right. Turning on a ladder.
I'm curious to see what Dominic can do in this situation. A and B. I'm curious to see what Mysterio can do with Paul. I have no interest in what Miz is going to do in this match because Miz is going to do what he does in every match. Including WrestleManias. Sure. And that's right. What he does is great. And for you, then that's great.
Absolutely.
To me, he's not terrible and he's not awesome. He's right there in the middle somewhere. And that's what he's been for
how long? In his theme song.
17 years he's been with the WWE. And I'll give him that credit.
His new theme should be
I came to play. Ariella, what are you looking forward to or not looking forward to? Whatever your thoughts are regarding this tag team match.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's just going to be kind of fun and quick. I don't know. Like you said, curious to see where Logan Paul is at training wise. If he's going to shock us like Bad Bunny did. Like you said, he's a heel, so he's probably not going to be doing much flippy stuff. And I don't know. Like I feel like Miz is going to carry the match, so Miz deserves the credit. I know you guys are hating on him, but
thank you. Hating.
He's going to bed, guys.
He's
going to bed. All right.
Good night, Alex.
Zero interest in what you're forcing him to do right now.
Yeah, well, he saw the Mysterio poster and said, "Okay."
Because he's a smart man, he understands. I'll tell you what, if there's one way to get any kind of light on anybody in the world, it really doesn't matter. I mean, I could walk in there and get a pop if I wanted to. It's put them against Logan Paul. So if their strategy is to make Dominic look a little bit better, this is definitely the way to do it.
If Hitler went against Logan Paul, someone would be watching. Well, you know, Hitler had good intentions. Is what I'm saying. Like, he went about it the wrong
like
way.
Candace Owens there, man.
Bad guy, but he had the right.
Like Candace Owens.
He was trying to better his people. He didn't have to kill everybody, but he was trying to better. He was trying to better Germany. You know what I'm saying?
Candace Orsini over here, man.
Picks, Dave. Who's winning the match?
I
can't say I don't care.
No, I wanted to, but I decided to do the right thing. I think Ray and Dominic will probably take the win.
Okay. All right. Back-to-back losses for the Miz. Ariella, who wins?
I'm going to go with Miz and Logan Paul.
Ooh. We might go down the middle of this. Joe, who wins?
I'm going to go with Miz and Logan Paul.
Oh, Matt. Tiebreaker. What? No tiebreaker. You can tie it, actually.
I could tie it if I wanted to.
You could, but
I don't like the Pauls. I don't like Logan Paul. Okay. The Miz, he's great at what he does. And again, you guys are shitting on him. I love the Miz. He's great.
No, Dave said
he's not awesome. He's great. He's great.
No, he's
not
awesome.
He's got this.
Wait, now you're shitting on him. What are you talking about?
Raise the man. Raise the man. Ray will always be the man. He's the GOAT.
The greatest luchador of all time.
I'm gonna go with the Mysterios because I feel Logan Paul and the Miz are gonna end up like Logan's gonna punch him in the face probably. Who knows?
Oh man, now with the tie,
Mike Tyson type of thing.
And I will be tiebreaker.
Yes,
and I will say I think the Miz and Logan Paul are going to win this fucking match. and the only reason why
the celebrities go over, and then this will be the way to send Dominic to NXT to have him lose the match.
There you go.
Like you lost to a celebrity, you're going back to NXT.
That's what I was thinking. The same thing. Yeah.
I have Logan Paul pinning Dominic, and
that's what I was thinking.
And Dominic getting on himself about yet again failing in a big time match with his dad. Stemming from when the time because think about the storyline they've been running with the Mysterio since they lost the tag titles. Dominic's been getting too big for his britches. He got overconfident, but he kept on losing. Then his attitude went the other way. He went from I'm doing really great to wow, I'm really shitty at this, and it's been kind of a back and forth thing. He loses at WrestleMania to the celebrity, not even the former WWE champion in the Miz. Loses to the celebrity. Yeah. That could be a storyline reason for him to go get better and take his time. So that would be an amicable way, I think. I think me and Ariel are on the same wavelength of that. It would be an amicable way for him to just because if he's been a main roster guy for almost 2 years now, there wouldn't really be a need to send him to NXT, you would think. But they do have a need, so they have to find a way to kind of explain what that would be like. And I don't know if his dad follows him. As a matter of fact, they've already teased Dominic in NXT. The Mysterios are going to have a match coming up soon in NXT. They've been teasing it against the grizzled young vets, I think. They've been teasing it on NXT 2.0. So here we go. I'm going with the Mysterios. That was Johnny. Lily's back again. Unfortunately, I think it's Logan and Miz. I like how everyone's split on this, though.
Yeah, this is good.
Either one, but that's good. That's good. It's got everybody on their toes. Okay. All right. Now I'm really gonna have to sell out of my ass. Happy card.
Oh God.
Set to this day that he named that fucking sword Angela.
I just don't know what they're doing with him, and it breaks my heart to see like what they're doing with him right now.
This guy
with who? Drew? You mean?
Yeah. I just
this guy carried the company in 20
carried them, and it finally. I seriously believe that the moment everything opened back up, it was gonna be the thank you run that he deserved, and they just.
You don't know Vince McMahon.
Just shit on him. Look at him now, 1-on-1 and right. Let's give him a WrestleMania moment though.
And he was slick too. Drew McIntyre was slick. See, he got the lollipop. He got Madcap Moss, at Saudi Arabia and almost fucking killed him. That was a slick move. I like how he did that. He almost got out of this feud by accident, but he wound up in this thing anyway. Happy Corbin. I mean, oh my
He's
God.
trying. I respect the game, man. He is
So committed.
fighting for his career, man, and he is coming up with whatever he can to make it work. I respect him.
This is the guy who
Listen, the man got attached to a Puerto Rican woman, and this is what you get.
Well,
He's happy.
He's
Yeah,
happy Corbin.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
The
what
way to go,
happens.
man.
The way of doing that to you. I can vouch for that. As
A little adobo and sazon, and boom, you get happy Corbin.
Flavor. So you
He's
call
just
it
happy to have
flavor
flavor
Corbin.
food, man. Yeah.
Call it
It's like,
flavor.
what's this taste of this chicken? What is this chicken? I never had this before.
well, I don't know how much sazon you can put on this match. I'm trying to figure out how we can season
Oh,
this
man.
up. Because I'm like,
So you guys think the match is going to be bad?
well, here's okay. I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be
I
bad.
wouldn't say it's bad.
Yeah.
It's just confused. This just doesn't make sense to me. I think
It's-
that's
I
what
think
it
the
is.
build-up was just wait because I feel like
Exactly.
they've been feuding since last year, and I know this was like their plan, but they should have
Yeah.
like started it later or something because I feel like it's just been going on. He wrestled Madcap Moss like 6 times, and it's like, okay, why did it take so long to get here? And I think that's what's killing the feud. I think the match is going to be good. I think they're both great, but I mean, nobody just cares at the same time.
I think that's what it is,
The latter,
honestly.
Nobody
I
cares.
I don't
bad.
think either one of these guys personally is bad. My problem
Yeah.
with Corbin was just his ability to talk, his gimmick, his whatever. And that's why I respect that he's really just trying his best to find his thing.
Yeah.
But as far as Corbin in the ring, I don't have a problem with him.
Oh, no.
No, Corbin's pretty good in the ring, and so
Yeah.
Drew is amazing. So it's
Absolutely.
gonna be a
They're
good
gonna
match.
have a good match.
It'd
It's
probably
just
be
like
the steal. It's
build-up.
gonna probably be the steal, but the build up, yeah, exactly. The build up was like
I think the build-up just took way too long to get here. You know,
Yeah.
I think the bad word about this match is the word try. Because I think the objective of this program in general was for Drew to get Happy Corbin over as a top guy. And they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Not for lack of trying, because we just said, all of us literally just sat here and said, man, they really, really tried. And they did. They brought Drew down a peg so that they could try to get Corbin up to that level. And as hard as they've all worked to do that, including Madcap Moss, as goofy as he is, he's fucking trying.
yeah.
It's the gimmick, though.
With the material they're giving him, he's trying to look at that. Look at the picture. Look at that fucking smile. Look how much hurt is in Moss's face. Look at the grief in his face. He doesn't want to smile like that. That's not what they're making him fucking smile like that.
His face hurts.
I feel like they photoshopped it even
He
more.
needed a
He's
face
not-
massage after that.
Take your finger right now and cover his fucking mouth for just a second and just look into his eyes. That's not Madcap
That's
Moss.
pain.
Well,
But
he's,
that's-
I don't know if you guys have on SmackDown in the background. They gave him the the Andre Memorial Battle Royal, so they gave him something for smiling so hard.
No, there you go.
Madcap just won the.
Oh, he won.
Yeah, he won the thing. Yeah, the Andre Battle Royal, whatever it's called.
Well, then they saw what I saw, a man dying in his eyes, and they gave him something. So they,
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna give you this rub.
they have to give him something before he winds up in a hotel room and they can't figure
My
out
bad.
how to get up there. So we got to give him something. We don't want a room service to come in and find him in the shower head. We have to give him something.
man.
He's
Well,
not
maybe
doing-
Logan Paul will find him and he can put it on YouTube just like he did last time. Oh,
Don't forget, Logan. Okay.
we don't forget shit.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page as far as the quality of the match itself. I think people look at the gimmicks and they go, "Wow, what trash!" But the match could actually be really, really fucking good.
I think it's
gonna
gonna
be
be.
terrible. Yeah,
It's
it's
just-
right.
Yeah, I think this is the match where people are gonna get up and get their drinks together. But we still got to make picks. Dave, who wins the match?
And that's where my brain just went. What to me, this goes down to who this benefits more, who this hurts more. Honestly, Drew taking the loss here. Does the gimmick end here? I would imagine. Oh, not the gimmick. I'm sorry, the feud end here. I'm assuming it does.
Yeah, I'm assuming it
Yeah,
does
it
as
has
well.
to. Yeah.
It is.
If Drew
Yeah,
wins, I mean, what if Drew wins? What do you really do for Corbin? And if Corbin wins, I just feel like you're hurting Drew even more. So I hope I want Drew McIntyre to win this. So
Okay, all right, Ariella, who wins this?
Happy Corbin.
Oh, is
I don't know.
is it wishful thinking, or as a booker you're saying to yourself, "Yeah, please win this"?
I think like the way they're building it, like the way that it took so long because they want him to have that WrestleMania moment. I think.
Yeah, because he lost
right.
last year, right? They finally
Yeah, and like the way that they took
fans.
this so long, and I don't think it'll hurt Drew too much. I mean, I know he's kind of like in a mid card thing now, and I don't know. Like, hopefully it won't hurt him too much, but I think, especially that they keep saying like Corbin's undefeated since he's been happy or whatever. I don't know, but I think he's gonna go over.
Actually, I think it was last week when Madcap had said a joke again, and Corbin didn't even laugh at it this time. Like almost like they were teasing a little something there.
Yeah,
and maybe taking this match a little bit more seriously than people thought he would. So we'll see about that. Joe, who wins?
Do or do not. There is no try.
Get over,
That's
get over or don't be over. That's it.
That's right. That's right. But so I got to go with Happy Corbin just so he can get over it, man.
Oh, Happy Corbin.
He needs to win more than Drew. I think.
Yeah.
See, but that's the conundrum. He does need to win more than Drew, but
he does. But I think it kills Drew's any future push. I'm sorry, bro. You're not challenging me for the heavyweight title if you lost to a dude named Happy Corbin. It's just not happening. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
Oh man, yeah.
But this could be the start of Happy Corbin's title push. You never know.
Maybe, dude. Maybe he's the future.
He could be.
Look at it this way. Look at it this way. This could be the beginning of a whole new gimmick for Corbin. Because if Drew beats him here, he can leave the happy thing about and just be slightly irritated Corbin or
angry Corbin.
Baffled Corbin. He's just confused about everything. He just, how do I lose?
Baffled.
How do automobiles work? I don't know. He should just question everything. Every time they go to a venue. Is this a push?
He'll be unhappy Corbin. Unhappy Corbin.
Can we do see how his name is in that font? Do like a slightly tilted, smaller for the hat.
right above the top left of the
unhappy Corbin.
Slant it the other way.
And keep Moss smiling, but him not
keep everyone smiling.
Keep unhappy Corbin. Alrighty, jeez Louise. Yeah, well, that this match is what it is. It's going to be the type of match that we're all thinking. But now this next match here,
Matt's pick.
I want to see Drew. I want to see Drew use the. I want to see Drew use the sword. I do.
That's what I've been waiting for. Like, stab somebody.
You want him to kill somebody? Is that what you're telling me?
Him to try to exactly. I want to see him shank him with the sword. Right?
That's what I've been waiting for.
Some real violence.
This jab,
so it'll be dead Corbin. That's what.
There we go.
Zombie.
I'm going with Corbin.
Unalive Corbin.
I don't think Matt goes. He's right. Matt, did you choose a winner for that matchup?
I just said Corbin. I'm going with Corbin.
Corbin. All right, I think. Okay,
again, slightly sliced open Corbin.
A slightly sliced up. He'll get cut for sure, but he's gonna win. God damn it!
He's gonna lose a pinky. You can be all right without a pinky.
Buck 50 Corbin. That's it.
Here's another one where I think we're going to be on the fence of the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The Usos against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Who is looking more and more like Freddie Mercury every fucking
seriously.
day.
Yeah.
Like, when he cut the hair, I was just like, wow.
Yeah. And then
I think someone said it, he leaned into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also doesn't help that he's
or Dan Severn. Take your pick.
Oh yeah, he's very burly, very
he's more Dan Severn.
Old school kind of like he looks like if he took the guitar away, he just like a grappler, right? Like an old
He
has a Freddie Mercury up here and then like a Mad Dog Vachon like down here. Like this.
He's Dan Severn. That's it. Yeah.
Dan Severn.
He's Dan Severn.
One of the most underappreciated WWE things of all time, if you ask me.
Absolutely.
So the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, this is the first time we're going to be talking about the Bloodline, right? So now they've been Tag Team Champions for what seems like forever now, pretty much since the storyline began. Is it time to pull the trigger? What are they doing with the Tag Team titles at this point? Who were the last team? Can anyone at this panel tell me?
Was it New Day?
Who was the last team they defended it? Was it New Day? Was it on SmackDown? I don't even remember the last time they did that. I'm so used to seeing them stand behind Roman for promos now. I don't remember their matches. I know at Saudi Arabia they didn't even have a match.
It was a New Day.
And then they attacked on the Viking Raiders, and they fought them the following week. I guess that was for the title.
Imagine getting on a plane to fly to Saudi Arabia
and not get used.
And you just walk the aisle, get the shit kicked out of you, not get stretchered out. There was no injury angle. It just punched you and walked off. They Will Smith the Viking Raiders in Saudi Arabia. They walked up, they smacked them, and they fucking left. And the referee said, "That's too much. This match is off." Left, and they went back on the plane back to the fucking States.
To have their
To
match.
go on SmackDown the next night.
What a
And to lose.
what a life to live for the Viking Raiders. Here's Narissa here chiming in here. Unfortunately, I might say the Usos, but I hope it might be Nakamura and Rick. See, as fans, you now are starting to live the life that we insiders live every day. Because every time, if you've been in the business long enough, and there's everyone in this room has spent some time in it, or a day or over, whenever anyone asks you for a pick of anything, they always give you two fucking answers. It's the answer that they want, and the answer they think will probably happen. It's
the way it works.
One fucking pick. It's
Always.
what I think should happen because it's correct. Here's what I think the dumbass is gonna fucking do when they get on fucking TV. So
Well, on the heels of that, then let me go first, because what I'm about to say here is, if the Usos win, I feel like that guarantees the fact. It's gonna kind of spoil my pick a little bit. I'll get a little more in depth with it later. But if they win, I think it guarantees the fact that Roman wins. If they lose, there's a chance that Roman can lose. Because there's no way they hold the belts. And Roman doesn't.
Yeah.
And Roman doesn't. It's impossible. So if they win,
science won't allow it to happen.
Roman is guaranteed to take the belt. He's not going to lose. I don't think it's going to happen. If they drop these belts, we're in a whole different new ball game. There is a chance that Roman can take L this WrestleMania. That's how I feel about this match.
Now I kind of want to see them win and Roman lose just to see that story.
I want to see how the dynamic goes.
I don't think it happens.
Exactly.
Doesn't happen.
No, he might just yoke one of his cousins and be like, you know what? I'm taking this belt.
I'm the tag team champions now.
I am both tag team champions
yes, exactly.
Can you imagine if they go on SmackDown if Roman retains and they don't, and then they have them standing behind Roman? Roman just looks. What the fuck happened? Yeah, what the hell's wrong?
But that's fine. That makes sense. Them retaining it, him not.
What if it's reversed? Oh no,
can't work.
What kind of promo you think Roman can come up with if the Usos retain but he didn't?
Nothing. He's not allowed to speak. He's no longer the head of the table.
No.
They're the head of the table.
He's going to the kiddie table.
He's gonna spin something. He's gonna spin something because
spin the table so that they're at the head.
If I'm Roman and I'm the heel and I lost my title but they didn't, the first thing I'm doing on SmackDown is like, where the fuck were y'all at when I was having my match?
Yeah, I can see
that.
Exactly.
That's
classic.
So
worried about your belts. My belt is the one that puts money on the table. Where were y'all? What were y'all doing? Even if they interfered, even if the Usos come out and interfere in the match to try to get me to retain, but I still lost. It was a shitty effort. What is this? You guys,
Don't blame them for costing them.
You know why your effort was so poor for my match? Because you went all out for yours. You didn't save yourself for my shit. That's selfish on your part.
Yeah.
There's two of you. You couldn't beat Nakamura and Rick Boogs at WrestleMania in less time than that. You couldn't conserve your energy and help me out.
Ready,
all the stuff I've done to you.
No, but they're two different nights, so he can't use that excuse.
That's right. Even
two different nights. Two different nights.
There better not be no fuck ups then. No errors. No errors in this. 404, nothing.
Even if Roman loses, though, that can be the good setup for The Rock to come finally.
Oh, for a whole year.
And fight for the real head of the table.
Well, that's true. I'd like that.
All the bloodline retained.
I'm so hopeful.
Johnny's calling it right here. WrestleMania in Dallas is going to be a big night for the bloodline. The Usos have come into WrestleMania a few times now as tag team champions, and they've retained. They've lost the titles. They've come in. They've
Flip
been
of a coin.
Yeah, there's no real pattern with the Usos, so that's the tough part. Nakamura is in yet another tag team championship match at WrestleMania, but this time it's a regular tag match, so his chances are increases. Rick Boogs, we haven't really had a chance to see this fucking guy wrestle that often, and so far he tends to wrestle a lot like a powerhouse.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He's not even that tall. He's just fucking.
He's stocky.
He's like a goofy Ultimate Warrior, you know.
He's very girthy. Very girthy.
Yeah. He's very girthy.
He's got some width to him.
He's got dinner plates, his chest.
Thick. That boy thick.
Mhm.
Three C's.
That boy thick.
He's got that body type that you go into and when you go off the Niagara Falls, those big barrels, the big round.
Yeah. Hold on to him.
He is barrel chested. This dude. Look at this picture too. My God, he's right in the middle of the Nakamura. He's right.
Yeah.
I want to Photoshop the rest of this hair. See, Nakamura's picture was like shaved to the left and then a lot of hair on the right. I want to see him with a baldy. This has got me curious. I want to see him. I've never seen him with no hair before.
I mean,
I'm
You never,
curious.
you
look
never
at
seen him with
any
short
other
hair?
Asian guy with a bald head.
Yeah.
That's
just
racist.
like that.
But
Remember
also,
Angel?
His old Ring of Honor, his old New Japan, he had shorter hair than that.
shorter. Was it a baldy though? I want to
When
see
he
this
fought
motherfucker's
Brock, his hair was pretty short.
Oh, that's right. He did fight Brock. I forgot all about that. Ariella, who
Yes.
wins the tag team match? Official pick.
I'm gonna go with the Usos.
Ooh, so Dave, who wins?
I'm going with Usos.
So based on what you said,
I know.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
okay, we'll talk about it later. Matt, who
I'm
wins?
going with Usos.
I'm going with the Usos.
Oh, Joe.
I am going to be a little different here and go with the Usos.
Don't do that. My brain doesn't like that. Don't do that.
Oh my god. I actually think Nakamura in boots. Just for storyline purposes. I'd love to see what the fuck. I just want to see Roman cussing the fuck out for losing the belt. Even if Roman lost his belt, he's just gonna cuss them out for losing theirs. He ain't gonna say something about his.
He distracted them by losing. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was so busy thinking about what you did. I couldn't concentrate on the
How
beat.
could you?
You fucks. You fucks. There we go.
Bathroom break.
Hey. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are out for blood. They want revenge for their broken neck brother Big E as they take on Team Europe here with Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and my main man Butch. Butch will be in the corner, and I can't wait to see what this guy does. Listen. You laughing your fucking ass off. Hold on one goddamn second. I know that the world knows this man as Pete Dunne. But look at that man's face. Have you ever seen a more Butch motherfucker than that face? Look at that face.
Word.
That motherfucker is Butch. I will give Bruce Butch all the hell in the world for the goofy shit he comes up with. He nailed this motherfucker. He is Butch. That's what I'm
No,
calling.
he should have stayed Pete Dunne.
His
I
mama
see what you're saying, but he should have stayed Pete Dunne.
Butch. His mama
Or
named
just name him Pete if you don't want to say Dunn.
Yeah, it was. His career is almost just about done because the people are not going to sit here and let this man be Butch. And I don't know why. Stop hating. That is the most. Look at that picture.
It's like Husky Harris all over again.
Butch I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. That motherfucker is Butch. Look at it. Asking for toppings
He's
or
Pete
whatever
Butch.
it is.
Pete Butch.
Pete
Butch.
Pete Butch. Put the Butch in quotations. Pete
Butch done.
Like they did for
I
Bears.
look at him and I see the little other bad kid in A Christmas Story. That's what I see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one.
He's about to push somebody in the snow right now. That's all I see.
Oh my God. Ariella, you've spent quite a number of days inside training facilities. Okay.
Mhm.
You and I have spent time in a lot of training facilities.
Yes.
How do you respond to the critics about the Ridge Holland Big E situation? How do you respond when people look at Ridge Holland and go, "Oh man, he's not trained. This guy just says he's too green. He doesn't know what he's doing." Is this one of those shit happens deal, or is from what you've seen from him, is there any validation to the criticism?
I mean, I guess, I understand why they say, like, he's on the greener side, but I think it was more of a shit happens type of thing.
That's the same way. Yeah.
It was just the bad timing, and, I don't think it was because of his inexperience. I don't know.
Yeah, people were criticizing, a lot of the insiders were criticizing the turn, right? So he's got him planted. This is the only reason why I don't give Ridge Holland shit. Big E set his feet, and that's all I needed to see. Because when I heard about the neck break, I was like, "Oh man, this fuck." But my first instinct was like, "This fucking guy." Then I saw the clip, And I went, oh, wait a second, time out. Let's replay this. He hooks him underneath, boom, goes for the pickup. But before he went for the pickup, there was a hop. Big E set his feet. He had plenty of opportunity to give him lift for that turn. Because if the criticism is he didn't turn him, I might lean on that a little bit. Wasn't there in the moment. I can't tell for sure, but there's some validation to that. But if you're taking the fucking move and your feet are set and you don't get turned all the way over, I'm sorry, that's a 50-50 deal to me. He didn't turn you and you didn't give him enough lift. I mean, it sounds like miscommunication to me. That's why, for me, it fell into a shit happens category kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I think Big E, it's an assumption, but him being so upbeat, him being so, the power of positivity, it didn't seem to me like there was any ill will on either side or between factions or groups or performers. So I think they're all putting that in the same category.
It's not like Bret Hart with Goldberg. I just laugh every time he buries Goldberg. That's another story.
Or draws, right?
Yeah, but see, Bret buries Goldberg because people forget this. That wasn't the first match that Bret and Goldberg ever had. It is not the first time they were ever physical. Sure. So for Bret to be pissed at that kick, that means that on several fucking occasions before that kick, he would tell Goldberg, ease up. Just relax. I got this. Just listen to me. And Goldberg just improvising, doing what he does, and he broke this nigga's whole face. So that's for the fans who are listening.
That's called the Goldberg screw job.
Yeah, for the fans who are listening, that's when you get hate in the business. It's not the drop and it's not the mistakes. It's the pattern. When you're told by trainers and you're told by other professional wrestlers that you're in the ring with that you have an issue, you need to slow down, you need to stop, or eliminate that shit completely because it just doesn't work for you, and you continue, that's when you get heat. Okay? Yeah. If I got in the ring with Matt right now and we were shooting the shit, and we're in the ring, we're just doing shit, he dropped me, okay? I'd be tight that I'm hurt, but I wouldn't be tight at Matt because I don't believe Matt would do it out of malice. Now, if I healed up and I came back 2 months later, 3 months later, whatever it is, we're getting in the ring, we're shooting the shit. We already had a conversation about that one fucking move. He pulls it out of nowhere, no conversation, no nothing. He just drops me, boom. I'm not hurt, but I'm pissed now because I just fucking told you. Yeah. Don't fucking surprise me with that bullshit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's where the heat is. So for all the fans, they're like, well, he's so green. But no. He's been in that training facility for a fucking minute. He wouldn't be on SmackDown if he didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
Shit.
I think they're more pissed off at the fact that was the second time that a worker that's good in the ring gets hurt with him also, because he also did drop Johnny Gargano on his head with the same move. And that's the thing. Like I'm like,
see, I don't remember that. You said he dropped Johnny on his head.
I saw.
Dropped Johnny, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where were these people?
Johnny right on his head.
Where were these people when Ridge got hurt? People forget that happened. He blew both his fucking legs out.
Mm-hmm.
He fucked up his whole shit, and nobody was calling that person. Remember, these are the same people who said when Seth Rollins dropped Sting on the turnbuckle that Seth Rollins was a dangerous worker.
Yeah,
remember, these are the same people,
right? Because he dropped.
That's it. At the end of the day, they just want to talk.
Yeah. But he did drop what's his name on his ass too, Finn.
Finn. Who dropped Finn?
Seth.
Oh, he did the power bomb to the corner, but Finn said it himself.
Yeah,
he reached
Finn
back.
That up. Yeah,
if he wouldn't have reached back, he would have been good.
He would have been good.
He did one of these instead of going straight back and taking it.
See,
he put his arm out.
The problem was positioning. That's why Finn threw his arm back. When you're in the ring, you have a familiarity with where the buckles are. So you have it, your timing is down. When they did it on the outside to the guardrail curves wider than a turnbuckle. It's not a 45-degree angle. It's more of a sphere.
It's circle.
So as he's getting closer to the wall, he doesn't know where it is.
Yeah.
So he
that's where the arm went back. He probably threw his arms in a bump, which would be like a T. But because he started his T early, his arm kept going back and it hit, and there's your separation. I would know. That's what happened to my elbow on a power bomb. I went up for a T bump and I was held longer than I thought. Arms went back, took a power bomb, arm came out. That's how that happens. So for everybody, he's such a dangerous worker. No, shit happens. That's why we tell people, unless you really want to fucking do this, don't do it.
Yep.
Because there's three types of people. One where it's a mistake, one where they're just ignorant to the fact that they just don't know what they're doing, and the people who really do it on purpose. There are people in this business that want to hurt you on fucking purpose because they know it'll get them over.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
if that's not drama that you want in your life, then I would suggest staying out of the wrestling business because that's the shit that fucking happens. But to go back to, I lost track of where this fucking image was. There we go. To go back to this match specifically, if you notice, they got rid of the King. He's back to being Xavier Woods. So that's nice. And we have Kofi Kingston against Sheamus and Ridge Holland. Ridge, we just went on to think about here. How many fucking WrestleManias has Sheamus been to?
All of them. He's at WrestleMania 1.
WrestleMania 1.
All of them.
He was WrestleMania 1.
Yeah. He was with Hogan back in the day.
One, man. He's been to more WrestleManias than Vacant, which we'll get to later on in this show. But the New Day yet again here. My brother and I, we've been through this before, so I'll pass it back to Dave. Dave, the New Day yet again on another WrestleMania card. This time, no championships, nothing really on the line per se. But how much longer can they really continue this New Day deal?
Forever until it ends.
No,
So they're done.
Until they're like retired.
Retiring.
They're gonna retire as New Day. When they go into the Hall of Fame, they will go in as New Day.
Throwing pancakes from the Geritol.
It don't matter what they do
With Ben Gay on it.
individually.
Yeah.
When they go in, they will all go in at the same time.
Yep.
They will list their individual titles under their group name.
Oh Jesus!
That's the way it works. That's the way it's gonna go.
We
But will Kofi bring out his Jamaican accent for that Hall of Fame is the question.
I like how they made fun of it themselves one time on Raw when they did the time machine.
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Didn't you have a Jamaican accent? Should have. I don't know. Dave, who wins the match?
New Day.
New Day.
I think New Day goes over here.
New Day wins the match. Matt, who wins the match?
I think the New Day's entrance is going to win the match. Butch is going to do something great, but New Day will win.
Rich is gonna do something great. God, I hope you mean that in a positive way.
No, Butch is going to do something great and
Butch.
say, "My name is Pete. It's not
Butch
Butch."
gets a spot. Oh, fuck that. No, he gets a spot. I'm
He's
telling
going
you
to
right now.
separate himself. He's going to separate himself from them.
Imagine
I
Ridge
hope.
goes for the suplex on the outside on Kofi, breaks his neck, and looks at Xavier like, yeah.
Fucking Highlander. He's Highlander, man. That's
I
what
just
it is.
asked Dave, when will it end? Rich Holland decides when it ends. 2 to go, bitches. He's going to do it on the main stage. That should have been the angle going into this. Will Ridge Holland and the New Day?
Oh my god!
Break all
One
the necks.
by one.
I mean, does this match have a personal issue aside from Big E? So steer into it. You're going to be the heels, be heel. Yeah, I broke his neck. I'm going to break your neck next.
Yeah.
Ridge Holland, the neck breaker, like 0-3.
That would have got so much heat for the match.
It would have.
Oh my! I think people would give
That
more of
would
a
have got
shot at
so
it.
much heat.
Yeah.
If
I
he would have
agree.
been on camera, like, yeah, show that clip again. Show it on the Tron. Watch it.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, bring it back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I broke his neck. Kofi Kingston, your neck is next. And they're to walk around. They should come to the ring at WrestleMania with one of those big head posters, the big full size posters of the wrestlers, and have Kofi Kingston, but like with the neck ripped, right? So it's broken. It's like, look,
Oh no!
what happened to you? This is it. You're next, Kofi.
Like the vignette should have been him sending them neck braces in the mail.
Oh,
And
yeah.
opening it up.
Just want you to get
That'd
ready.
be dope.
Just get ready.
Yeah.
Just get ready.
Sheamus should have been calling the nearby Dallas Arlington Hospital to see if they had any rooms available or something. And it's like, we're sending
That's some old
Engraved.
school wrestling right there, though,
yeah,
man.
That'd be great.
Real life stuff happens, they just jump right on it, put it right on TV. It doesn't matter.
Ariella, who wins?
I think New Day.
New Day. New Day for the win. Joe, who wins the matchup?
A New Day sweep, man.
Oh, man. I'm actually concurring with the New Day pick. I don't see any other reason why they should put the other guys over. So, fuck it. Go with New Day.
Yeah, do it for Big
Oh,
E.
Our next match is gonna be the-
Yeah.
our next match is the show stealer, folks.
Oh, Mr. McMahon's
Show
choosing.
stealer. Can I just say for the record before we go into what we're really going to talk about, I just want to tip my cap like this, I guess. Tip my cap to once again Vacant getting its WrestleMania moment. Well deserved. Well
Yes,
deserved.
Yes.
Multiple times.
Let's go vacant, baby.
Yep.
Won world titles all around the world, has been in main events all around the world, headlining pay-per-views, just a well-traveled veteran at his age.
Right. I knew if the first time I saw him, I knew that kid was going to be a star.
Natural ability of a vacant. I'm telling you, just springs off the ropes. He's got that smile about him. Look at that. I mean, just vacant. He's one of the greats of all time.
Best wrestlers of all time.
One of the best wrestlers of all time.
Hall of Fame worthy.
If anything, definitely the most decorated and most accomplished.
Yes.
But now he's going in there at WrestleMania with many call the new Mr. WrestleMania. Seth freaking Rollins. I have to say the whole thing. It's in the quotations. It's in the copy. It's Seth freaking Rollins. And I know we're making fun of vacant, but I think we all know who's going to be in this position. I think we all know who's going to be facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Yep.
It's clear. I think it's obvious. I know we're all on the same page about this. And I'm so glad they're finally pulling the trigger on Veer. Veer and Seth Rollins are going to dominate. They're going to steal the show. There's no doubt about it at all whatsoever. We've been waiting for this moment. Of course, my modern-day Maharaja should be ringside for this. I would hope so. There's not going to be a WrestleMania without Jinder Mahal. I know that he's going to be around there somewhere. And if not physically there, I know he's there in spirit. He always is. I know he is for me. So I think Veer and Seth Rollins, we're going to tear it up. Tear it up. I don't know why Steve chose to come back this WrestleMania. I mean, Veer's the one who's talking about Dallas.
He's gonna get the loudest pop of the knife, right? Yeah.
Oh, loudest. Are you? That fucking building's gonna lose its mind. You remember the Rock entrance with the fire last time they were in Dallas? Think the same thing. Just
Veer. Yeah.
VER. Just fire. He's gonna come out on a camel. There's gonna be a line of virgins down the fucking.
Oh my god!
Will Smith as the genie's gonna come out.
Oh no! And he's gonna slap. Slap
and keep walking.
Oh man! So yeah, okay. All jokes aside, I got all my written material out. All right, we'll get to the seriousness of it. We all know who it is. Let's go ahead and put it on the table. Actually, I'm going to start with you, Ariella, on this one. How excited are you about the possibility? Because I know there could be some swerves here, but let's pretend like we're all on the same page here. How excited are you to see a potential matchup between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins?
I think the match is going to be great. If it is him, I'm still iffy. You know, it's just because, like you said, swerves and WWE and stuff. But
could be. I'm not that far away from Veer. I'm just saying.
It will be a great match. Like, they're both so good. So I hope it is him and they have like a nice, legit match. And it's, you know.
All right. Joe, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes or Shane McMahon?
Hold on. Cody Rhodes, but which one? I got three options.
Nightmare?
No, wait. 3 options for you.
Oh.
American Nightmare, Dashing. Actually, I got a fourth. Stardust. Or something completely new and original. New theme, new look, new.
I think it's new theme, new look, Cody. Absolutely.
Same that tattoo though, right? We can't.
No, he lasered it off. That's why he didn't come back before. He had that laser.
Thank the good Lord. Okay.
He tried to burn it off when he went through the burning table.
I still say to this day that was the death of Cody Rhodes in AEW. When he came out with that tattoo, the clock started. People were like, okay, we'll wait to see what happens. And then time went on and went, no. Unsubscribe, block and reported, don't like him. No. Dave, Cody Rhodes is someone that you weren't really that high on in AEW, but I think you were high on him in WWE, weren't you? No, even then, still not really.
No, but if he comes back and does Stardust, he is just.
No, that would be terrible.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, I don't
what
see
would be the
period.
point? What would be the point? Your whole reason for leaving and starting everything that you did was off the heels of them not giving you a real shot to come back and roll over straight into Stardust. Just screams Vince was right all along.
Yeah. So,
I said it at the last round table.
To me, the fact that he would even entertain this screams that. But I've said my piece on that already. So if that's the case, I'd be the biggest Seth Rollins fan for this match and this match only.
I said it at the last time that we were live was the AEW Revolution pay-per-view, and we were talking about Cody Rhodes then. And at the time, it was the fact that he was leaving, and the possibility could be that he could be heading to the WWE. And I said that would be the worst thing he could possibly do. But then again, where else can he go, right, to make any kind of money? Unless he just said, "Fuck wrestling, I'm going to do my own thing," then there's a million things he can do. But if he's going to be a wrestler, it was really only one other place for him to go. And like I said, see, that guy's going to agree with me in a second. What
Cody.
Yeah, he's voting for Cody, right? So
Yes.
what I said at the roundtable is they're going to make him a big deal when he comes in.
Of course.
He's going
And then they're gonna poo-poo on him. Yep.
and he's
They're gonna abuse that initial surge.
Yep.
And then they're just gonna
They're gonna
discard him in the trash where he belongs.
and then he's going to be doing a 6-month program with Almost leading into the summer. Promise
Oh
you,
my God!
you're gonna get
Almost.
your ass kicked every
Oh, Cody.
I was waiting for that for Cody to be the one to respond to Almost's WrestleMania challenge. That's what I was waiting for, just to troll everybody. Give him
just the fucking. There were so many opportunities to sneak Cody on this show. It's ridiculous. But I think it's gonna be.
I mean, who
huge.
doesn't
many.
want to see Stardust and Omos and at
Ah.
WrestleMania? Right?
WrestleMania moment. It's
Oh,
gonna be
The
a
headline
part.
39.
It's gonna be a part of the signature. You know when they do
Taker,
the
Lesnar,
WrestleMania-
who?
Yeah, you know when they do the WrestleMania signature in the beginning, where it's like Hogan and Warrior, the Unstoppable Warriors meeting the
Yeah.
and they got all these different clips. Rock and Austin, Hart and Michaels is gonna go Stardust and
Cody. Almost.
at WrestleMania. People gonna be like, I was there. I still have my
I
ticket.
saw that.
I was there.
I still, the pride of Georgia against the pride of Nigeria. I was there.
Oh my God.
Dude, the space. I was there for that day. I mean, I was in the bathroom dropping a big show, but I was in the facility when it happened, and it was pretty dope. Joe, who wins? And again, we're going with the idea that this is Cody. Who wins, Seth or Cody?
Cody. Because it's the return rub, and then he will slowly be pushed right back into mid card, like Drew.
I want my Intercontinental title back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Dave, who wins, Seth or Cody?
I think if it is Cody, Cody wins. But the thing I'm more interested in is I want to see Cody come out to his AEW theme.
Oh, Nightmare American.
That's what I want to see that
He's
theme
coming out
being used.
flying.
When I was younger.
Or maybe he'll be American Dream and have the polka dots and come out to his dad's old song.
If it is indeed Cody, he needs it so that they can trash him later. So it'll be good.
Cody, if you're watching this, don't think I ever forgot about your polka dot ladder.
Cody, if you're watching,
That was the last WrestleMania that he ever wrestled on.
That's right. The ladder match.
And that was a hell of a fucking match.
That was
He
the
did
year
his thing
he
in that
did.
match.
That was the year he did WrestleMania, Starrcade, Bound for Glory, Best in the World. He did like all the major promotional
He
papers
did Hog.
all in a fucking year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was at Hog too. I forgot.
He did
Motherfucker
he
was,
Was he in New
Gargano's
Japan, right?
Farewell show. He did
Yeah,
New
well,
Japan. The following year, he did Wrestle Kingdom.
who doesn't rob Hog of their money on a yearly basis?
Mm.
We'll see. Yeah. So I did Ariella. Who wins this match?
If it's Cody, then Cody.
Oh, it looks like everyone's going Cody. Yeah.
Even I will be rooting for Seth, but
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I want my answer to be that answer.
I want to switch, please.
it would be funny if it is Cody, but Seth goes over. It's like
Oh
he's
my
already getting buried.
God! He already start out of the gate stumbling.
Out of the gate.
Oh,
I want to know who else you think it is if it's not Cody.
If not, man, that would be.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Shane.
man.
Shane, without a doubt.
I think Shane's a possibility. I
Yeah,
guess.
Shane
I'm
O'Mac.
going with
fire.
either Shane or Gable Stevenson because they keep promoting him and they keep saying he's coming. I'm like, imagine that disappointment.
Oh yeah.
Debuting that guy at WrestleMania.
Oh,
Calling it now. Oh, I mean, Shot in the Dark, Braun Breaker.
Oh.
As an-
Instantly until
He's wrestling.
Mania
He's
match?
wrestling earlier in the daytime. He's wrestling in
they're in
Stand and
love with
Deliver.
him, and I don't know how many matches you've seen of him. He's fucking good.
No, he's great. I like
he's
him.
fucking good.
He's the main reason to
He's
tune
got
in to
Ziggler and
NXT.
Tommaso Ciampa going, goddamn.
Yeah, that guy's
Well,
a
it could be
monster.
Ciampa too. Who knows?
Hey, hey, actually, it would be interesting. Remember earlier in the we're recording this. Obviously, we're live. It's Friday. Tomorrow afternoon is Stand and Deliver,
Yeah.
and then night one takes place. If Braun Breaker was to defeat Dolph Ziggler for the NXT title and accept this challenge, would it be an NXT title match with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania?
No.
I would
Who's the
actually
first
Don't do
ever
this. We've had this
No.
talk
NXT
about
champion.
Dolph Ziggler. That belt needs to stay on him for a little while.
for a little while.
They need to leave him alone. I like where he's at right now.
Grandpa Ziggler is done. He's made his point. What are we doing with the whole? We'll get up that another day. God damn it! I guess.
Seth better win. That's what I gotta say. I love.
Jill's
what
like,
he is
I don't care who
doing.
accepts. Seth wins.
I love what
Seth.
he
Like
is
this
doing.
build up that he's done has been so good. I'm like, I want him to win, no matter who it is.
You know who could be? Even if it's not Cody, it could be that kid from Brooklyn. Who knows?
I'll stop.
Go Butch.
Bringing him in
It's
for
Butch.
one night. Bringing him for one night, and Seth
Butch.
to get his revenge.
I fucking want.
Oh, the kid from Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
The kid from Brooklyn.
Yeah. That could be a
That's
good
it.
one.
I want.
And the kid from Brooklyn goes over. That'll be great. Great storytelling right there.
Joe's got me hyped now. I want it to be Butch.
I want it to be Butch.
I
Yeah.
I want it to be Butch.
I want it to be Shane, honestly.
Yeah, I think Shane's gonna come out first, and then maybe Cody come out after. Who knows? Like, there's gonna
Yeah.
be some stupid WWE thing. Like, it's not gonna be just a straight. I don't know. Like I said, that's why I
It's not
expect
a straight
Gabe.
answer.
Or maybe Teddy Long will come out. Oh, you're facing the Undertaker, player.
The Undertaker.
We're on to our next match here. And to me,
Oh,
it's Ronda Rousey going
my favorite.
one, and this is not the match that I wanted. God damn it!
This is
What
gonna
did you
be
want?
Bot City,
When the
man.
fuck? How did she keep doing this? I'm looking at you, Charlotte. How do you keep
Which
doing
one?
this?
She's the greatest.
WrestleMania 35. Let's go in the time machine for a second. I was there.
Mm-mm.
Joe was there.
Yeah, I
Matt,
was
you
there.
were there.
Ariella was there.
Ariella was there eating
Yes,
that catering.
backstage.
Everybody was there. And I could have sworn if you would have told, I would have put money on it that Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey was going to be the main event of that goddamn pay-per-view. And Charlotte Flair managed to find her way in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Becky Lynch at the time was, I believe, she was one of the champions at the time.
She's
Ronda-
Raw champion.
Ronda Rousey wins the Royal Rumble. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, finally, here we are. We're finally going to get this fucking match. Nope. Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. You know, like, God.
You really think it was supposed to be Becky and Ronda? I thought it was supposed to be this originally at 30.
I thought it was supposed to be this too. Around
Yeah.
It was supposed to originally be this.
I
Yeah.
was always under the assumption, based on things that I had
Becky
heard,
got her way in.
that when the triple threat match took place at 35, the immediate reaction, not even like the night after, but like the immediate reaction backstage was, shit, we made a mistake. Because that match, think back to that match was not very good at all. As a matter of fact, when Bianca and Sasha did it at 37 night one, I said, thank God, because they redeemed it, because that triple threat match was not good at all, down to the controversial finish. And I was in the building, and I'm telling you, nobody gave a fuck. That whole thing was bumblefucked. It was all over the map.
It
And
was
that's
so
that
long, the show, too. Like, people
Yeah.
were tired. I feel like they
Yeah,
were
it was
tired. They were like, they've been
hour
busy,
eight.
whatever.
They started the match around midnight, bro. We had been there for like 8 hours. It was too
Yeah.
much. And the match
It
was
was
all
rough.
over the place. I actually felt on the train ride back. I think I told my wife, I said, man, I hope they don't hold all the women to that one match. Like, there's got to be a better match we could do at WrestleMania than that. And we ended up getting it when we had Sasha and Bianca at 37. So
That was a great match.
I just assumed that when that triple threat match happened and they got the idea in their heads, we may have made a mistake here. That the idea was, if we can get this match, if we can get this opportunity again, we have to do that match. And here was the opportunity, and they didn't do it. Now we go the other way. It's Charlotte Flair, and it's Ronda Rousey. So here we are. I mean, this is not much of a sell. I don't really have to sell this match. Charlotte's basically God in this company, and Ronda's basically God in her world. It's a collision of titans here in a one-on-one matchup now. They had a one-on-one matchup during Ronda's run the first time around. It was okay. It wasn't her best match. Ronda Rousey, I'm referring to. I still say Sasha Banks gave her best one-on-one match at that Rumble. I believe that was in your house, Pombo.
She did.
I believe that was at your crib when that took place. I still say I think that's still one of the best matches that she ever had. So I don't know. I don't know how we got here or why we're here, but we are here. So I guess let's make the most of it. Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. Matt, what kind of match are we
Yes.
talking about here? Are we wrestling here, or are we going to have ourselves a fist fight?
I think some of it's going to be very physical in the very beginning. They're gonna highlight the fact that Ronda's a former UFC champion, that Charlotte can like fight with the best of them, quote unquote.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of seeing Charlotte to an extent. Just saying that, just throwing it out there.
I miss
but
you
she is talented. I really don't want to see Ronda win it either, though.
Oh, you're
I'm
in a
just
situation
looking
you don't want to
forward-
see either one win.
I'm looking forward to a good wrestling match because it's gonna be a wrestling match.
And
Because
whoever wins,
as
wins.
you saw with the little videos of the training with Shayna and Ronda, she was showing her how to reverse the
Figure eight,
figure
yeah.
four, the figure eight, right? How to pull the leg out, which that just opens up everything, so anybody can be able to do that now when it comes.
And more than Drew.
So
They gave you
I
that
want to
shit.
see if she's gonna do something new.
Jesus.
Like I like seeing that, but I'm like, now you're taking the essence of the figure four and the figure eight away from it. Even though we could have figured that out as professional wrestlers, but hell, we let it get put on us so we can sell it to the crowd, regardless. So I really feel it's going to be a good wrestling match, but expectation-wise, I don't think this should be main for the night. I really don't feel this one should be main. They should switch 1 and 2 if this is the actual card. Put that first women's match to be the closer and let them open.
They're not
the
going to
show.
open with Ronda Rousey. That would be suicide.
Well, I didn't think they would
Still-
open with Roman either, and they've done that.
Yeah, but
Yes,
the guys are
exactly.
different. The guys are different than the girls. Even now, where the girls are getting a lot of opportunity now, they're still for some reason treated differently than the guys. Even now, while they're in high positions, they're still being treated. It's like, look at the main event. That's awesome, but do it this way. So it's like, like they do it on Raw now. Now Raw, you don't even have to be a headliner. Like if the story dictates it. I think Liv Morgan main evented Raw like just the other day. But it's even in those situations, it's like no matter how hard these women try. Sorry, Arielya, but no matter how many they keep putting that glass. Every time you break through the glass ceiling, they just call a panelist to come in and replane the glass every single time. They just refix it over and over and over and over. Arielya, what are you looking? You spoke very heavily about the Bianca and the Becky situation because that match has so much fire attached to it. What's been your opinion about the build between these two ladies?
I'm kind of like I haven't cared about it as much, honestly. Sadly, I want it to be good. But yeah, like the builds up, I just haven't been as involved, I guess, or interested in it. I don't know. Like something's missing from it. Like I know they're trying, and I love Charlotte. Like she always puts on a great promo, great match, whatever. But I don't know. Something's just been like.
Yeah,
Finally some Charlotte love on here. Every time someone comes
Charlotte's
on,
my
they just
girl,
trash her. She's gonna be great.
I'm with Arielya on this. Charlotte's my girl, man.
That's because Charlotte gets treated a lot like Lesnar, where it's like she's just they put her over so that she can shine, so that she could be a top guy. But then when they want to give somebody a rub, they still put her over in the sense of, well, at least they wrestled Charlotte.
Yeah.
So it's like she very, very rarely ever loses, and there's a fucking reason for that. And she's a genius for always finding herself in that position. There's a reason why her dad rarely ever lost too.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be a hereditary thing with this family. We're all great wrestlers, but we don't fucking lose. Okay, that's just something we just don't do. Picks across the board, Matt. Who wins the match? Because just a second ago you said you almost seemed like you didn't give a fuck if these two chicks even existed a second ago. Now you gotta pick a winner. We need a winner.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte, just because after what Ronda said about wrestling, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Oh, Charlotte. Okay, Dave. Who wins?
I feel like Charlotte wins this. This match is gonna. If it's better than an average match, I will be surprised. I feel like it's gonna be filled with botches. I feel like their chemistry together has shown so far that it's just not there, and I don't know why we are still playing on the Ronda being an MMA fighter. She's been in the WWE for a while. She's had a run. So if it does end up being a wrestling match, I just don't really. I'm gonna guess there's gonna be more than at least 5 botches in this whole match. I'm going over.
Damn.
I'm going over 5
He's got
botches
the
on
botch-
Ronda's side
Ooh,
in this
I
match.
have to dust off the
So-
botch meter. I haven't.
But
had
to answer your question, I think Charlotte's gonna take it.
Charlotte's going to take it. Joe, who wins?
I think Ronda's going to take it.
We're on the same page. I got Ronda.
Yeah, I got Ronda. I mean, Charlotte Flair is definitely my favorite women's wrestling. This is like the Arielya thing earlier. I want Charlotte to win, but they're not paying all this money for Ronda Rousey to not have her win, you know, and you got to have that belt on her.
And if it wasn't for the segment, she'd have been last again.
Yep,
because she's Ronda fucking Rousey.
Exactly.
Y'all sick of Charlotte? Imagine how these MMA fans must feel about fucking Ronda.
They don't want to hear about her. Anyway.
These MMA fans
MMA champion, like, bro, she hasn't been like relevant in MMA in how long now?
The MMA fans, she's a joke.
Since Holly knocked
Holly
her
kicked
out.
the
Really.
shit out of her, not just knocked her out.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do? Kick me in the face?
Which is why I find funny that they would still run with that gimmick. I mean, I guess the two worlds might be separate, so a lot of people may not connect the two. But it blows my mind that would even be something that they're even talking about. She has a WWE career, so
yeah,
she had 1 year. But it's all right. Ariella, who wins?
I don't know. I think if Ronda's staying around, then she's definitely gonna win. Like if she's out after Mania, then definitely not. Like I guess it just depends on her contract and what her plans are. I don't see her coming back to lose, but if she's not gonna be around after Mania, then definitely Charlotte. I'm rooting for Charlotte, but I think especially if Ronda's staying around a little bit, she's gonna win.
Yeah, and I agree
I'm gonna play
with all of
devil's
that.
advocate with my pick real quick. I want to play devil's advocate real quick. What if Ronda does win, right? Ronda gets the title. Kind of gets Shayna a little mad, and Shayna Baszler gets to the ring and goes to congratulate her, and they start their feud there. Because the 4 horsewomen are no longer available because 2 of them are. One is going to be on AEW in about a week or so, and then the other one, we don't know what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
They can start that feud, and it could be a real fight.
So you think the feud's gonna start right there at Mania?
That makes sense.
Why not?
Yeah.
I don't see it happening
get
that
views.
night. I could see it happening on SmackDown.
The night after.
I don't see Shayna coming out after Mania.
That'd be a good way to close it if she does that.
Possibility.
I'm just.
I don't know.
We don't know what McMahon does. Like he's not out there sometimes.
To be fair, McMahon doesn't know what McMahon does. So it's all around. Now, this is going to
I'll
be...
make some calls. I got somebody that works in the office. I'm going to call them and be like,
Good.
"Yo,
Good.
put this under the
Call
plate
him
right
up
now."
and tell him to check on Moss and make sure he's okay.
And then let him know about Dave's
neck.
feelings about Bianca Blair.
Yeah, please get that vote line for us.
He knows. Don't you worry about
First
it.
time he's been CC'd on everything. He knows. He's up to date.
He's seen my watch hours drop dramatically. He knows. He knows how to read between the lines.
For the first time in WrestleMania history, folks, a segment will main event right one of WrestleMania.
I couldn't believe that.
The return for the 15th time of Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania. Though, why do they keep acting like he hasn't been here? And
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I know he hasn't wrestled in 19 years, but he was like there a while ago.
Yeah, he was talking with Hogan, and
You remember when he was drunk on that Raw? Like that, it was like I guess the 316 day when there was nobody there. And he was just drunk out of his mind.
smash out of his fucking brain. He didn't fucking know. He was giving people cans of beer. He didn't even know. Can you imagine Steve Austin's face when the Street Profits was there? What the fuck is going on? He just did whatever he had to do, man. He got paid for it. Fuck it. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, see, there's
Definitely
a
did.
term that we have called being half pregnant, right? They're pushing this as a return because he's going to be physical. But they didn't go all the way with it and book a fucking match.
right.
They're doing a fucking segment that's already filming in different locations, so God knows what the fuck this is going to look like.
Oh,
This is the
God.
Firefly Funhouse all over again, which to this day I still haven't fucking watched. I still haven't watched that shit. I dealt with the Boneyard. I dealt with it. I got through it. I refused the second night. I couldn't do it. But this one, I guess I'll take a look at it, see what's going on here.
Well, at least you got a good meme out of it, you know?
Oh, all right. Yeah, that is true. It has lasted the test of time. There's people using that meme don't even watch wrestling at this point. That's how you know.
Exactly.
It's a good meme.
It's
But
a good
okay,
meme.
so we're not really gonna pick a winner per se in this because it's not gonna be a fucking thing. But I mean, what kind of tomfoolery are we expecting to see here, Matt? What kind of bullshit are we got? What the hell? What the hell's going on here? What are we gonna see with this?
I feel it's gonna be like an angle like Gangrel, but instead of a bloodbath, a beer bath. And
We've done beer baths before, so all right.
no, but
Bring it-
with the
bring
new
it
beer,
back.
not the old beer, the new beer.
The
Yeah,
new
he's put over the beer.
His
And there
IPA.
will be a
low
stunner.
carb beer.
There will be a stunner.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like KO's gonna go for it, miss it. Stone Cold hits it.
Yep.
How great
Simple
would
but fun.
how great would it be in the middle of Dallas AT&T Stadium? Kevin stunned Steve and left him laying.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
That'd be
sent
awesome.
the crowd home mad. I love it.
Yeah, that would piss
But the next
off.
night-
Hey man, that'll
They'll
have
sell their
Awesome put his
tickets.
money where his mouth is because he's always telling these guys to do something different and something crazy. So if he were
Take
to
a
do something
chance.
like that,
all
Okay,
right.
so
yeah.
do we really think this is gonna close the show? I know that's the rumor. Do you
That's the
think-
rumor, and for all intents and purposes, I can't see why not. I mean, we just went through the,
I
we
have
just
a
went through
theory.
night one, and we were only really excited about two. What's your theory? Go ahead.
I was gonna say if Charlotte and Ronda are like the last match main event, and then Ronda wins, and everybody's gonna be mad, so they're gonna put this last to make the crowd happy going home. So everybody can see Stone Cold hit a stunner
Yeah, there you go.
to redeem them because they know everybody's gonna be mad when Ronda wins.
Charlotte in the ring, standing tall, everyone's booing their asses off. Oh
Just
shit!
stun Charlotte and Ronda. Give them stunners.
That's my
Yeah, I
next.
say he's gonna stun the both of them, and then they call it a day.
Glass ceiling, bitch.
That's my next question. For all you newbies out there to Stone Cold Steve Austin, I just want you guys to make sure that all your insurance is in order, because every WrestleMania party in the world, when this segment hits, someone's catching a stunner in the house. I don't know who it's going to be, and it's probably going to happen in my house tomorrow as well. I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm going to have beer here. Everyone in their house tomorrow. And that's going to be the whole. How many nights, as old school fans as we are, how many nights did we watch wrestling was over and you're still humming? Well, in 2022,
Bananas.
Yeah.
Go
We're
crazy.
gonna go right back. Yep.
and that's the reason, Arielya, you were asking, do we really believe that this could be the last thing? I think that would be why, because I think that's the lasting image they want the Dallas fans to go home with,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can leave that building one last time.
Yeah, with the pop he's gonna get, it makes sense to have him close it. I wouldn't call this the main event. I call the last match the main event, but this will probably close.
I have a question. I have a question to the talent in the back. Right, show of hands. Who the fuck wants to come to the ring after Steve Austin in Dallas?
Hell no.
Exactly.
No, thank you. I'm all set. Ronda Rousey sitting there going, chill, relax. I got, upper laterals issues. So there's no real winner in this. We're pretty much done with night one. I'd like to slide over into night two so we can finish.
Oh god, we have a whole nother night of matches to talk about.
I know, but
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna talk even. I promise you, this is going to be faster than night one. I promise you.
I can see it.
Oh,
Hey,
way
I'm
better.
looking at the
than-
card.
This-
Yeah, it's gonna be
this
quick.
card is
It's
just
Basura.
Okay.
Basura Mania.
Oh, no.
I not because see, you're calling it Basuda, right? And I'm not saying that it's going to be quick because I think that everything is going to be really that bad.
This one is.
A lot
This
of
is
these matches
nasty.
don't have anything to talk about. This is one of the criticisms I think that people have that are valid about this particular WrestleMania. A lot of these matches, and for whatever reason, a lot of the ones that we're going to talk about here on night two are fall into this category. Thrown together.
Yeah.
Thrown together. A
Yeah.
lot of these matches on night two have no build-up. Case in point, I don't think this is going to be the opening match, just going in any a particular order.
it should
here.
be.
The women's tag team championship match, Fatal 4-Way. We've been down this path before, and I don't mean with the women's tag team championship specifically, I mean these belts being contested in multiple women matches. The first one at 35 was a fatal 4. 36, I can't remember exactly the specific. I don't even know if it was defended at 36. Yeah, it was. It was a regular tag match. Alexa Bliss and Nikki.
Yeah.
Whoever it was. Then last year they had the Battle Royal or the Gauntlet match. It was a tag team gauntlet match where almost tore her quad or whatever on the fucking ramp. One of those ladies fucking fell, and then they had the next match the next night. I was there for that one. I was in Tampa. So we always find ourselves in one way or another in these multi-person matches. My brother knows how I feel about these multi-man matches as it is. Is there anything specifically, Joe, I'll start with you, that you think stands out about this Fatal 4-Way match?
What stands out to me most is the outfits. Yes, that's what I...
He's a fashionista.
I work in fashion, so no. I do work in fashion though, but yeah, that's true. That part's true. I work in a very expensive brand.
Incoming Joe plug right now.
No, I'm not. I can't plug that one.
No, I can't.
No, but for real.
That's some of the stuff.
Yeah. Some of the what's gonna have like a light up entrance with
like you think Sasha's glow with?
I think you're gonna have a glow Sasha. That's gonna be.
I'm really actually hyped for that. That's
I think that's gonna be. Yeah.
I'm mad. I was so down a second ago. Oh, you're right. No, that could be pretty.
It's gonna be dope. Yeah.
If that's the case,
she's gonna have a boss.
She's gonna kill that entrance. Like
make
it. No, not in the good way. She's gonna kill that entrance. I don't see Sasha coming out with that energy, and it's my favorite part of that intro. So
that's what I'm looking forward to. I see Queen Zelena still got her queendom.
Yeah, they're letting her rock that. Yeah.
They're letting her rock that. They took her from Xavier.
Yeah.
She
should rock with it longer than the other guy. She actually owned it a lot. I felt like she did a better job than Xavier did with it.
Xavier was injured for most of it.
No, but even when he was doing it, Xavier to me always comes off as so over the top.
Yeah.
Like she was.
He's like Jim Carrey.
Really played the Queen thing up really well, I thought. Like even the promos, everything. It was just.
But the greatest royalty is always going to be King Booker. But
these peasants.
You're right.
Oh my God, what is that? Go away.
That was an interesting noise.
Yeah, this is my wife's laptop. He said.
You guys should have just got a Mac. But that's okay.
Ugh. Get him out of here.
And removed.
Thank you. Jesus. Now we have been cleansed
of this Apple nonsense.
Because he said Apple? Wow.
Oh, you know what?
That guy's got a Mac. Get rid of him too.
Ariella, who wins the Fatal 4-Way match for the Women's Tag Team Championship?
I think Naomi and Sasha, honestly.
Oh, a nice little face run for these two. All right. Joe, who's a winner?
All right, for me and my wondrous Mac that hasn't glitched at all during this whole adventure.
Okay. All right, sure enough.
I'm gonna go with Baszler and
Natalia
and Neidhart. Yeah, just to swerve. That's
it. You picked Natalia to win a match.
Just because it's because it's so fucking. This match is so fucking random. I gotta go with a random winner.
Who picks Natalia to win anything? That's
no one. That's why it's a swerve. Keep you on your toes.
I've never seen someone stay so relevant as a talent enhancement like Natalia has. So
putting people over left and right.
Dave, who wins?
The only one that really makes sense to me, is as much as it hurts, is Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. I don't.
At least they dress similarly,
I don't see throwing Shayna in a serious tag team for a long term. I don't see Sasha wanting to be in a tag team for a long term. It's nasty to see Carmella with the gold on her. So the other two, process of elimination, they're the only two really to me that look like a good tag team. So if not, then they just retain the belt
for a week. Matt, based on everybody's choices, it looks like you have to pick the champions to retain. Everybody picked one of the challengers. You can pick whatever you want. I'm just joking.
I'm going with the fans getting back to their seats by the end of this match.
Oh,
But,
Oh, come on.
I'm
That's
going
actually a
with
good
Sasha.
choice. That's
I'm
actually a
going
good choice. He might be the smartest one
I'm
of us
going with
all.
Sasha. I'm going with Sasha and Naomi. The only reason why is this, and I'm going to be 100% honest why I'm going with them. Naomi needs a moment. Even if it's a tag team
She
match,
had her
Naomi needs a
moment.
moment.
She won the title in her hometown at
Overdue
WrestleMania.
for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more of for Sasha
No,
than
but-
for Naomi.
no, but-
I don't know. I could be wrong. But she
It's
had
not
her
for Sasha
moment.
to
Yeah.
get it, but it's more for Naomi. Now she
Nah.
needs it again. She needs it
Naomi
again because
had her moment.
they put her in the
Yeah,
back.
Naomi had her moment. I don't
She
think.
needed it.
I'm picking the champs to retain
Oh,
because I want to see more Queen Zelina. Fuck everybody else. I mean, everybody else is cool, but I just want to see more Zelina. I want to see where the character goes from here. Like, I want to see more evolution to the character. And I think if she loses those belts, we're going to lose her.
Fair enough.
Whoever wins these belts is going to be on TV more prominently than the other ones, and I want to see more Queen Zelina. So fuck it. I don't.
there you go.
Again, 2 answers, right? That's the one I want. That's probably not the one who's going to get it, but that's the one that I want because they probably got plans. If Zelina loses the belt this Sunday, it's probably because they have plans for Carmella, which is the craziest fucking. It's whatever, but
Carmella's
that's
back.
the one that they have the idea for. But speaking of, this is gonna be fun. I like this one. I know I'm gonna have to sell this one. Okay, hold on.
Not have to sell this.
Hold on a second. I want to paint a picture for you guys out in the audience. Okay, just think about this for 1 fucking second. They have an anything goes match at WrestleMania.
The whole jackass squad.
Every fucking time they do a no holds barred, there's no disqualification, whatever at WrestleMania, it always turns into a stunt fest.
Yep.
Who better to have a fucking
stunt
guy?
guy.
The jackass guy. Yeah. Perfect.
Stunt guy.
It would be
Yeah.
somewhat hilarious if they ended up in the back and they ran an obstacle course of jackass themed rooms where you walk through getting smacked with a big hand with cream on it and shit like that to end it by literally murdering this man on live television. Might actually be pretty entertaining.
Yeah, this is the match that's going to give you your WrestleMania moment. When this match is over and you start watching the other ones, everybody who's at the get-togethers, you're still going to be talking about the goofy shit you just saw these two guys do. I'm calling it here. There's 14 matches. This is my sleeper pick. This is going to be hilarious. I'm not look at. There's a match coming up where I'll get my wrestling. I don't need my wrestling in this match. I want to see the craziest shit in the world take place. I don't often go for Gaga, but here on the big stage, I'm curious. Fuck. What will explode? What will pop up? What kind of animal will fucking bust through a wall? I don't know what the fuck is going to happen. This is going to be
man's hitting them in the nuts. That's for sure.
I don't know how. The only problem I had with this match, and me and my brother talked about it last week on the show, was that Sammy was coming into it with the Intercontinental Championship. When they took it off of him and gave it to Ricochet, and I know Ricochet won't be on the show this year, but that's fine. They'll have an opportunity to do something with him down the line with that title. That's fine. I didn't want him to come in as the IC champ.
Well, he wrestled tonight. I think he wrestled tonight, a triple threat match.
That's fine. That's
good for him.
Great for him.
That's neither here nor there.
SmackDown. We're talking about WrestleMania, and on WrestleMania, this match, I'm telling you right now, this match is going to be fucking insane. There's going to be so much goofy shit, and Steve-O's going to be there, and fucking Pontius is going to be there. No Bam, no Ryan. So there's going to be a lot of fucking
sad.
people
He just
there.
fucking made me sad.
There's going to be so many fucking things going on. Joe, can I ask you a quick, serious question here?
Always. There's no one more serious than me.
No, because murder is bad.
Murder is bad.
Murder is bad.
I tell it like it is.
Call it right down the middle. Like,
Straight shooter.
Straight shooter.
Right.
All the cliches. I know people are going to give Johnny Knoxville his criticism. What kind of a performance do you expect out of Sammy in this? Because for all intents and purposes, he is kind of a wrestler's wrestler.
Yeah, very much so.
He's adapted over time to this sports entertainment stuff. Do you see him completely just leaving that wrestling shit behind and just doing the goofy, paranoid?
Maybe he'll put on his old El Generico mask just to fuck with everybody.
Listen, how happy Oh my god, that would be the snapshot on social media for the whole night. If they like pulled out a. What if Knoxville had the fucking mask on?
Oh, there you go. Even better.
Comes out
Oh
with
my
the Jericho
God.
mask or
I'll
something
be
like
happy as hell.
I would pop for that.
I'm gonna be sad if he doesn't have the mask now.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody.
that shit. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. This match is going to be so awful.
There's potential.
It's so
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
This one's going to be fun. Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Ariella,
Yeah.
is there anything that you can see happening in this match that would is there anything you can possibly think of that would actually surprise you?
If they actually do like legit wrestle, like if it ends up being more of a match than like
You fished for it, and you
I want
got
to
it.
see
That's
those
exactly what he
forearms
was
from
looking
Johnny
for.
Knoxville. Those forearms he was throwing in the Rumble were pretty nice. I'm like,
If
yes,
Johnny
give him some moves.
Knoxville, I'm going to call it here on the show. We're live. If Johnny Knoxville executes a universal, the building will fucking explode. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, that's the drop down leapfrog hip. If he pulls that shit off, I would stand. He learned.
Match of the night.
If he learned nothing,
I'll be happy about that.
If he learned nothing from his 5 minutes in pro wrestling, at least he got the universal down. Take that for what it's worth. Ariella, who wins the match? Who goes over eventually at the end of all this?
I kind of think Johnny Knoxville, especially since they took the title off Sammy.
Yeah.
You know, especially it's anything goes, so he can he'll survive all the bumps. And then, you know, like since Sammy's not, like you said, he's a wrestler, he's not a stuntman. You know, I think somehow that will play, and Johnny Knoxville will go over.
It would make sense why they would take the belt off of him for that reason too. So,
Mm-hmm.
Dave, are you also picking Johnny?
it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see Johnny. Like you said, this is going to be the fun match. We're all going in understanding it's going to be a fun match. So hopefully they have fun with it. That's all I expect. It's just that I
Just
have
go
fun.
all the way with it. Just balls out.
Just go full. Listen.
Not literally balls out, though.
If Stone Cold Steve Austin in Night 1 encapsulates that generation, this is the Night 2 version of encapsulating that generation. Go all in with the jackass moment. That's all you got to do. And this match, like you said, sleeper match of the night.
Yeah, can I get old Rip Taylor at the end with the confetti? He's like, oh, good match, Johnny. Oh, what a match, Johnny. Oh, Joe, who wins?
Johnny Knoxville, and just for shits and giggles. Yeah, just for shits and giggles, he'll also get the 24/7 title.
Somewhere throughout the evening.
That would be great if they incorporated running around.
Running around.
Is Jada Brooks still the
Exactly.
champion? I think she's still the champ.
You get me.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that would be awesome. They gave him 24-hour champion, and then Jackass just protects him at all costs with gimmicks. They try to get him, but they have booby traps and all kinds of crazy shit
You
when they
see?
can't
You
get
see?
to him. Yeah,
Come on, Vince. Let me book this.
Give me the salary cap. I'll make it work.
Matt, who wins?
Our memories of this match is gonna win.
That's true.
Johnny. I think Johnny's gonna win. Because I don't. Did Sammy sign another contract? Or
He
no?
is. He's locked in. Yeah, he's locked in. He's in.
Okay.
Well, that changes everything.
Yeah, Johnny. The Johnny winning. Yeah.
Well, they usually put the celebrities over, so
That's fine though. But to me, this feeds into. I don't know what. Again, I think he knows more than everybody else, but this feeds into whatever Sammy's ultimate goal with this gimmick he's doing. I think there's nothing but helps him with whatever it is he's trying to do with this gimmick. So it makes sense.
Well, a lot of people will tell you that this is one of the big celebrity matches, and they keep saying that this next match is a celebrity match, but I digress. I disagree. This is not a celebrity match. This matchup that we're going to be discussing next is between two individuals who are absolute athletes here.
Wait, who said this was a celebrity match? Pat
I've been hearing player, go fuck yourselves. This man has been trained by the arts by one of the greatest professional wrestling trainers of all time, Mr. Rip Rogers. I don't know why I'm looking up. He's still with us, and he trained McAfee. Okay, individual training, by the way. Pat McAfee bought a ring in his home. This is before he came to WWE. Got a ring, put it in his home, had Rip Rogers, paid this man out of his own pocket to come to train him, to teach him the arts. This man.
Now you know why footballers always end up broke.
This match,
Because they're out here living their dream.
yeah, losers. He had 2 matches in NXT, Adam Cole, and I think he was in the War Games match as well. This guy
He was.
he's not some guy, he's not a Costco employee that they just pulled off of his couch and threw in the ring with Austin Theory. By the way, I shared that video clip earlier in the Orsini's Uncensored Mind official group on Facebook of the highlight reel of Pat McAfee when he was the football player. Dear God, the swag, the ability, the pure masculinity. This man is ready to put a hurting on Austin Theory. Has Austin Theory ever been to a Super Bowl? No. What the hell is that? No life experience. Pat McAfee is not only the man to go. I'm gonna pick now. He's my favorite to win. I want Pat McAfee, and now he's got the new theme. He's using the boom 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 boom. I forgot the name of Seven Nation Army, something like that.
Seven Nation Army by White Stripes.
There you go. That's the one. He's using that fucking thing. He's got copyrighted music. He's got the best trainer in the world. Austin Theory is about to get his ass whipped on WrestleMania, baby. I'm all for it. Pat McAfee 2022, baby.
I'm all for it.
Who knew an antivirus software company would produce such a massive?
They're gonna delete the theory.
He's gonna delete the theory.
Matt, your thoughts on this matchup? What should we expect here, in your professional opinion? What kind of match should we expect here?
Well, like you already said it all. McAfee can wrestle. He did his thing against Adam Cole. He did his thing.
I damn sure said it all, didn't I? I damn sure said it all. Hell yeah, that
when
man.
When you looked up, I know for a fact, when you looked up and you said Rip Rogers. No. You have a poster of him above you. That's why you pointed.
Wait, we don't all have Rip Rogers posters? We should all have Rip Rogers posters.
I don't have posters. It's actually painted as a mural on my ceiling.
That way, when I wake up every morning, I look right into the eyes of McAfee.
I think McAfee's gonna win.
Oh, McAfee's gonna win it. In the chat here, Marissa also believes. I truly hope Pat McAfee wins as well. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah,
I want to see him dance on the announcer's table after he wins, though.
Yes,
that's all I want to see. If Pat watches that, you better do it. That's it.
What happens if Pat is about to win, and there's interference from Michael Cole and cheats him out of a victory, and we get heel Cole again at WrestleMania?
Oh,
that would make for awkward commentary.
Yeah, you should have been there leading up to WrestleMania 27. That comment, remember, was it the coal mine with the plastic walls or whatever? Oh,
yeah,
man. That was a hard time. Hard times. Joe, we've sitting here and we've sufficiently filleted Pat McAfee enough.
No, there's more. He can go longer. Go ahead, Joe.
Oh man, I can blow him all day. But
he can go all the way. Gonna keep on going.
So, this is Austin Theory's very first WrestleMania, and to be honest,
very first on his back.
Yeah. Austin Theory had a lot of hype before he came to WWE.
He sure did.
Young stud, this guy could go. Everyone kind of wondered how he would fit into this system. His progress so far in WWE. Are you becoming a fan of A-Town Down, Mr. Austin? Oh,
no, sorry.
Not a fan. Not a fan of Austin Theory. You don't see the physical potential there.
I see this costume that he's wearing now, and it looks like, is he trying to be an Avenger or Wolverine? And I'm like, oh, that's just.
Wolverine was in the Avengers cockfight.
He was briefly. It doesn't really count, and it wasn't yellow and black Wolverine, so doesn't matter.
Not a fan. Arielya, are you a fan of Austin Theory?
Not really. I mean, I don't but I remember being booked with him on a show when he was first coming out. I was like, he has a lot of potential, and I still think he does. But I don't know if it's the gimmick or I'm just like, eh. And then,
the costume, right?
I thought you were going to hit us with. I worked on a show with him, and he was an ass. So fuck.
I was waiting.
No, he was very nice. No, nothing bad to say about him.
I wouldn't have judged you. I've got two of those on my list that I talk shit about them on this show. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it now. Fucking Swerve and Trevor Lee. Those are my two. Oh, I liked them so much until I met him, and now fuck them. So hey, I was gonna support you, but if he was nice to you, then that's good too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah,
I met Theory for WrestleMania 19 around 2019 when he was here in the city. I hung out with him
right?
and AR, and he seemed like a cool down to earth guy. He was just into his phone the whole night, but he was cool. I met him at a BTW show.
Oh, I'm so excited to
because
meet you.
me and Fox.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't like
yep.
meeting him.
Yeah,
it
great
was
kid.
Me, Fox, and him, and Fox's wife. We were hanging out at the bar after Wrestlemania. We were just talking, and he was not in our conversation. It was just us talking the whole night, and then he just bounced and went back to his hotel. But
he's got shit to do.
That was the second time I hung out with him. The first time was at a BCW show, and he was cool. He said hi to everybody in the locker room.
Wow, BCW.
That was it.
Yeah,
he was a nice guy.
For an Austin Theory, that's pretty dope.
But still, he could be just like the Dallas Cowboys and lay on his back and lose. So
we already know who I'm picking. I think Dave's got the same pick that I'm picking. Matt, who wins this matchup? McAfee.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Ariella, who's winning?
McAfee.
Oh, Joe?
Yeah. You can't go wrong with that antivirus.
Can't go wrong with it. This is not the free trial, baby. This is WrestleMania.
This is a WrestleMania. Yeah, you're gonna get the whole
protection package.
You gotta put the whole dip.
I just want to say that my favorite part about this whole thing right now, and it feeds into the reason why I like Pat so much, is that that image of him looks like a screen cutout of when he was told he was gonna have his WrestleMania moment in his studio of him just him being so happy, and they just took the still shot, cropped it out, and it just encapsulates everything that this dude is, and it's just himself being him. He doesn't really have anything fancy on. He just looks like he's standing in a basement, just excited to be there.
Well, in this next matchup here, I'm a little sad because I feel bad. I actually have some guilt. I didn't do anything, but I feel guilty here. This next matchup for the Raw Tag Team Championship here, a triple threat match, and that's the part where I feel bad because I don't think it should be a triple threat match. Where the hell the Street Profits come from in all this? We've been having a deal here between Rated RKO and Alpha Academy. It's been written on the wall that this was going to be the WrestleMania match all along. And all of a sudden, out of the goddamn blue, here comes the goddamn Street Profits. I don't know how they got in here. I don't know why they're in here. And I also don't appreciate the fact that since they've been in it, they've been getting their asses kicked by both teams along the way. Which leads me to making my pick early again. As stupid as I think it is that they're in the match, I actually got them winning.
Probably. That's
same.
For two reasons. A, they've literally been getting their asses kicked the moment they got into this match. They had just been getting dropped in their fucking face. But also, we all picked, for the most part, Bianca Belair. And I just thought, wouldn't it be really cool to get ourselves a little WrestleMania moment and have the whole family walk out with gold? I like that a little bit. Nice little promo.
A two-family winning? That's interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Head of the tables.
Married couple situation. Head of many tables.
Head of many tables.
I liked the idea of Alpha Academy and Rated RKO. This adds a little bit more athleticism to the match. If the triple threat match with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins is any indication as to what this will look like, this could be a show killer for night 2. Ariella, how much are you looking forward to seeing these three teams go at it?
I think the match is going to be good. I haven't really cared about the build up as much. It's kind of like you said, they were throwing in and back and forth. But I think the match will be good.
It's going to be high octane. Matt,
stupendous, right? Is that what the word is?
Stupendous triple threat match.
Stupendous.
Matt, do we see yet another variation of the RKO out of nowhere? I think they blew their load on Raw when they cut that amazing moonsault RKO. They should have saved that.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, they should have held that.
No.
Oh,
they did not blow their load. I hope not, because it is Randy's birthday weekend.
Oh,
so Randy's gonna have something.
RKO through a cake.
This match.
Hey,
who knows? I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. Bobby Hill came out from his hometown of Dallas, Texas, to come to WrestleMania and wrestle in this tag team match. As you can see, he's morphing more into Bobby Hill than ever. Look at that thing.
Slowly but surely. For a split second when this graphic hit, I thought
Like-
that was EC3 with the mustache. I was like, yo,
The
why did
Street
you not
Profits,
Oh no.
the Street Profits are good. You know, they're a good team. But the only thing I
But
don't
they
like
should've
about
been-
them is
look better?
I bumped into them at a show before. It was another wrestler from Evolve. I was talking
Yo, why
with
you keep
them
winding
at
up on the
the
street with these
curtain.
people, kid? What's going on? How you-
He knows how to get his way in, man.
No, but the freaking Montez. I'm talking with Dawkins. Me and him were talking about something, and Montez comes up to me and he just curses me out for no apparent reason. He's like, "Get the fuck away from this thing." And I'm like, "Bro, like, do you know?" I'm like, "I'm not a fan. I'm a worker. Like, what's your
You're a
problem?"
mark.
He's like,
Stop playing. I'm
"You ain't
kidding.
working." He was like, "You ain't
Snot.
work." He was like, "You ain't working me," and then he walks away. And then like Dawkins was like, "Yo, my bad." I'm like, "Yo, if I
Wow.
would have been a fan, they post that on the internet. You get in trouble for him too, because y'all a team.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that. So you gotta watch your boy
first
too."
instinct was to blackmail the one nigga that said, "I'm sorry."
Just so you know, I got
No,
this
I told
phone
him,
here.
I'm like, "Yo, I'm just telling you." No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If I was a regular fan, that wouldn't have flown anyway, because they would have said something. He was like, "Yo, my bad," and then he tells him, he's like, "Yo, he's a legit worker, like chill." And then somebody else, one of the wrestlers on the back, came out and said, "What's up with me?" And he was just looking at me like, I'm like, "Bro, I was standing by the curtain because I was waiting for my friend to come back out to talk to them." And I started talking with Dawkins. So that's why, like, I kind of got a sour taste in my mouth with them, but I'm not taking away from their skill. They're
So
amazing.
after all that, you're picking them to win, right?
Hell no, I'm picking RK. I want RK Bro to win because of Randy.
Imagine he said
Only
all
because
that,
it's Randy's
it was like,
birthday.
Having said that,
Only because it's
they're the
Randy's
best team
birthday.
in the match.
Only because it's Randy's birthday.
Randy's birthday.
Like Montez is I'm not cool with Montez. I don't like him. Dawkins is cool, but RKO
Dave,
or Bobby Hill.
Dave, who wins?
Bobby Hill.
I'm a huge fan of this RK Bro, so hopefully they keep the titles.
All right, Joe, who wins?
This is a flip a coin match right now, if you ask me.
Well, Bobby.
Mhm.
You can't flip a coin with three outs.
I'll go with Bobby.
But oh god, y'all fucking me up. Ariella, who's winning?
I don't know. Again, it could be like a three-way coin. Like, it really could go anywhere.
Three-way coin.
Three-way coin. Oh man.
Nobody said Alpha Academy. I'm gonna give them some love. I don't know.
Yeah, Alpha Academy. That's
I was
what
gonna
mean
pick
by-
Alpha Academy. That's what I was gonna pick too.
Yeah.
I thought you were picking Street Profits.
Oh, I did no,
Yeah, you did pick Street
because
Profits,
my
didn't you?
original.
Dang, you wishy-washy. You don't know what you want.
Oh,
Alpha
he said he's
Academy
fit.
pick when it was the tag match. When it was the tag match, I had Alpha Academy pick. I just remembered now, because it was a three-way. I was like, oh, they put him in there for a reason, and then Bianca Belair, and I was like, all right, yeah. So no, my official pick is going to be the Street Profits. Yeah, that's my head again. It's like I want Alpha Academy to win, but it's probably going to be the fucking Street Profits because they actually got robbed of their moment too when the pandemic hit. They were supposed to get a big WrestleMania moment back then. So I don't know. Maybe this is a good opportunity for. I don't know. It's not guaranteed, but we'll see. We will see what's going on with all of that. Our next matchup is the what? You know what? Let's skip. No, I'm not going to skip it. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's do it. I was going to say save it, but fuck it. Let's get right.
No.
This is the main event.
Hair versus hair match.
That's the main event. That's it. That's the main event.
This is the main event of all of WrestleMania. Edge
Match of
versus
the night.
AJ Styles. This is match of the night. But here's the thing. I have a feeling, call me crazy, that because the rest of the card on both nights, as Joe put it earlier, was meh, we may be falling into a bad situation. We may be overhyping this a smidge. I've been pushing matches on you guys to hype you up. On this one, I'm going to pull the rope back a little bit. Let's wait a second because we've done this to ourselves before. When Edge came back and fought Randy Orton, we were like, all right, this is going to be a banger. And it was in the first half, and then it turned into an Iron Man match, and everyone kind of fell off the bandwagon. When AJ fought Shinsuke Nakamura at 34, oh, this is going to be the banger.
It was trash.
Right. So let's go into this with an open mind.
Yeah.
It may steal the whole show. It may live up to all the hype. It may be the best. But let's not get crazy. Let's give them an opportunity to tell their story, which I'm going to ask now. And I'll start with Joe. Joe, this story is odd. because they started off with such a great premise, and then it turned into something else. The premise, of course, being Edge started this whole thing off by suggesting that him and AJ were two ships passing in the night.
Mm.
He was winning world titles on one program. AJ was winning world titles on the other program. They used this when AJ fought John Cena too, but it does fit here because the guy that John was beating for those world titles during that time
Edge.
Was Edge.
Yep.
So it still did fit the program between these two guys. So the ideology that, okay, I was the star here, you were the star there, we've never met. And it was kind of predetermined that we never should have, because when you got here, I had already been long gone. This match, technically on paper, should have never happened. But here we are in 2022. So now the question that I have for you is, this new version of the story, where it's the heel version, and I wanted you to be the best you, and I'm a dark, brooding character now. Do you like the heel Edge version of this match, or would you have rather had seen, okay, the two baby faces, okay, this is two titans colliding at WrestleMania?
No, I like the heel version of Edge, because Edge is very fluid. He could be really, really good face, and he could be a great heel. So it works either way. It's what Edge wants.
And that's what we're doing at this stage, whatever Edge absolutely.
That's right.
Arielya, it sounded like you kind of agreed with the heel version. Did you?
Yeah, I like heel Edge. I'm okay with it.
Did you think it was a necessity? It was something that we needed to help AJ in the babyface department?
In a way, because Edge is so popular, not that he's not a good babyface, but I think the crowd would have definitely been split just because, Edge is Edge, AJ's AJ. It would have been like, both these guys, So like, to give AJ that full babyface rub, in a way.
Babyface rub, baby, absolutely.
Yeah. Only because Edge is so popular,
Yes, absolutely. AJ Styles, to me, has always been. I'm not taking away anything from his ability as a heel. Actually, AJ Styles as a heel in WWE was actually pretty fun. He did a much better job than I ever thought he really would do. I never liked him as a heel anywhere else. Here, it seemed like he did a really good job. But come on, AJ Styles has a baby face, baby. He's got that. Y'all don't want none, son. And I'm hearing rumor now. There's a lot of people trying to see if we can get Alter Bridge to do the new song live. I would be so fucking mad if they did.
If they did what?
If they actually got Alter Bridge to come in and do that new song, The Other Side, I'd be mad. You know how long I've been waiting for a live Metalingus fucking entrance? And nobody did it. Now he's a heel with a whole new fucking song, and now you bring him in? Fuck out of here.
Or start it with that. They could start the track like that and then cut it and go to the new song.
All right.
You always get that.
Okay, I'll
get that.
The
better
swerve.
than nothing. I'll take it. Or all right. He did that. That's the thing he did with the Brood, right? Where it was like the Brood entrance, and then like they had like a pause moment, and they kicked in the other. There were so many fucking confused people in that building. What the fuck is all that fire shit? Oh, there's the song I remember. What the fuck was that? Edge versus AJ Styles. There's your wrestling match. I know a lot of people, the celebrities, the Jackass thing. All right, cool. This is your wrestling match. So now we're really going to have to put somebody on the hot seat here. And I guess I'll start with you, Arielya. I'll put you on the hot seat first. Who the fuck do you put over in this matchup? One guy might need it more than the other, but it depends on how you view this. What would you do here?
What would I?
Because Edge lost last year. And still people think to this day he kind of got effed on that. That was the big story for him last year, that he should have won that match, but he didn't. And now we're back here again at WrestleMania. Do you put him? I mean, AJ's the full-time guy. What do you do?
I feel like AJ kind of needs it more than Edge.
That's what I'm alluding to, yeah.
Yeah. I think Edge is going over, but I feel like I don't know if you guys saw it. My friend sent it to me earlier. There's like this rumor now that he's gonna have like his own new stable or something like that. So I'm like, if that's their plan and if they're gonna debut him at Mania, I definitely see Edge going over. But I don't know. I think Edge is going over either way. I think AJ needs it, but Edge is going over.
Hey, if we can get some new Edge heads to follow him around, that would be really,
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Dave, who wins this Titanic clash?
I feel like AJ should get it. I think Edge will be.
Get it. Do you think he will get it?
I think he will get it. I think he will get it. And I think he should get it. So
Oh my goodness, Joe, who wins this matchup?
I'm definitely going with Edge for certain over on this one. I mean, this card promo they have here, it looks like Edge versus Sephiroth from Final Fantasy. but I'm definitely going
Photoshop,
with
baby.
that Photoshop, man.
Oh,
Waiting
man.
for that huge sword.
Matt, who
Yeah.
wins?
Probably like one of the biggest edge heads here, so I'm going with Edge 100%.
You're going with. I was gonna say you didn't run into Edge on the
I think he's gonna.
You know, when I ran into Edge backstage
Look,
at
I
the
was
coffee
chilling at
shop,
he was an
When I
awesome,
wish
he was
I
an
ran
awesome
into
guy.
Edge.
You know, he bought
He
my
was a
coffee.
nice guy.
When I wish I
Yeah,
ran into Edge, no.
I was at Dunkin'. He was looking
Out of
for a
both of them, I ran into AJ, but that's a different story. But no, but Edge is gonna go over. I think they're gonna debut a new faction
stable.
with them.
That'd be dope.
I do believe that stable faction, no team.
Whatever.
I was reading about it earlier today too. But just when you get Edge into that heel mode, the rated R superstar heel Edge, it's
Heel Edge.
it's the
Magic,
best.
baby.
It's the best.
It's magical shit. Speaking of magic, oh my god, I can't wait for this Titanic clash.
Oh wow!
I cannot wait. The five mattered before; they definitely matter now because Bobby Lashley and Omos are gonna. I'm not really sure he's gonna be there just yet. That might be slight false advertising, but Bobby Lashley and Omos, you want to talk about thrown together? This shit literally just happened on Monday. So there's not really much to discuss as far as any kind of build up or any kind of character development or literally anything. This match shouldn't exist, but it does. The hardest part about it is what I'll go ahead and start with. And Dave, I'll go with you first on this. Bobby Lashley and Omos. Who are you putting over on this one?
Well,
the Colossus who never falls down, or the other guy who always puts people down?
I really like Bobby just in general. So
Bobby.
I see this. I see this as an opportunity for myself anyway to see him try to have a good match, tell a story with someone that people don't think you can do it. Like it's just this really doesn't look like something good is gonna come out of it. But I hope to see something good come out of it. I want to see Bobby be that leader in the ring to make this make as much sense as possible. I'm looking at this match as an opportunity for Bobby to do something different, something new. Because, like I said, I'm a huge fan of him in itself. So we'll see what happens. I don't have a lot of expectation for this.
Joe,
do you remember when Andre the Giant fought the Ultimate Warrior?
Oh my God.
That's where
is that what this is?
Yeah, that's what this is.
the shaking heads of disappointment across the board.
I was gonna say everybody keeps saying I saw people compare like Hogan and Andre when he body slammed Andre the first time. Whatever. Like
no, that's not where I'm going. I'm going with the.
Joe would have said that sentence in front of Vince McMahon, he would have just put his hands in it. Like, done. What have I done? Yeah, you did it, Vince.
That's what's gonna happen.
I feel like Vince would have been like, exactly. Like, that's exactly what I was going
object for. Against the
people gonna look at it like, wait a second, we saw this before, and he's gonna be like, this time it's in color.
No.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That was good.
That was very good. I'm proud of you.
No, you can't follow that, Joe. But who's going to win the matchup, Lashley or Omos?
I'm going to go with Lashley.
It better be Lashley.
Yeah.
I'm scared, but it better be Lashley.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Lashley took 2 L's to New Day as the champion, so anything could happen with Bobby.
Also, though, to be fair, Bobby Lashley was the one who got the Duke on Drew McIntyre last year's Mania. They had done that on purpose to get him over as a main event star. For him,
his career is all over the place.
Yeah, it is. This could be them going now, hey, do us a favor because we're trying to get this fucking idiot over, please. So I don't know. We'll see. Ariella, I guess you're going.
That was so aggressive.
Your official pick.
Yeah, I'm going with Lash. I don't know. I'm scared. Like,
I don't want to jinx it.
I know it should be Lashley, but knowing WWE, it might be almost.
Well, I have a better question. Is anyone here an Omos fan? Like, do they believe in him as a big guy in this company?
I'm coming around, but he's not ready for this. This was
I feel like he's
a bad idea.
Getting better, like
better. He should have been.
Do you ever see him here seriously for like a title run?
No,
not now. No,
that's not now. Do you ever see him at that point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like Great Khali all over again.
But I was just gonna say, the only difference it is very Khali-like, but the only difference between the two is I will give almost the credit of being a lot more athletic than Khali was.
Yeah, that's true.
You do more with Omos physically than you could with Khali, and because of that, I'm not saying he's going to go down as one of the greatest heavyweight champions of all time. I'm going to use an old territory term with him. You can steal a few pay-per-views with him. There's a few baby faces that you can put in the ring with him that you can get sympathy with, and you can make money having him dominate, and then eventually overcome by the right baby faces. There's a way to use him to where it could be done. This is not it, because he's now in a position where, remember, on Raw when Bobby Lashley attacked him, that's the first time he's come off his feet. Yeah. Last year at WrestleMania, he won the tag titles with AJ Styles. So this is not his first WrestleMania. And we're talking about a year's worth of activity. He's never come off his feet. So now he's in a position now where he either has to go from 0 to 100. He's either going to not bump at all and win, which destroys Lashley, or he's going to take more than his fair share of bumps, which he shouldn't at this stage. So this is a lose-lose for both of these individuals, and it doesn't help that they added it on the week of WrestleMania. So
it was a bad idea.
We already
bad for the culture.
Bad for the culture.
We're gonna get that Andre.
Yeah, we're not taking this
match. That's probably the only bump we're gonna get.
Wow. If you really go ahead and put people in a bad state of mind watching this match, that's the best way to do it. Greatest, the biggest match of
all time.
I get what they're saying in the sense of I don't recall. I was trying to think back in my head when I put this show together. I don't remember if there's ever been a unification bout at Mania. I know they've had
unified. We almost did.
I know they've had unified belts at Mania. 30 when Randy Orton walked in. It's happened a few times. Chris Jericho did it. He walked in as an undisputed champion.
Yeah.
They've had unified belts go into Mania. They've never unified them at Mania.
Right.
So I get logistically what they mean. But I don't know. They set the bar kind of fucking high for this one here. Last match of the night, WrestleMania here. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. We've been down this path before. If I'm not mistaken, this is their third time in the main event of WrestleMania. So they're hitting Rock Austin numbers here.
All right.
And hopefully it's the last time. Not because it's bad, but just you don't want to. How many more main events can you get out of the same people over and over and over and over? Yeah. Plus, as Matt pointed out earlier, there's still I Am That Rock match. So there's probably not going to be another opportunity for these guys to get it done. We've been up and down the road with these stories. There's not really much else unless you guys have something special about this specific match. But I'll go ahead and give you guys the floor to make your pick. And basically, if there's anything new to the match, because again, we've seen this match before. So, like for instance, Arielya, we'll start with you. Who are you picking with this match? What are you expecting to see out of these two guys?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I think Roman is going to go over. I want to say I hate how much I love Brock Lesnar now. I was never a fan, but like in the last 2 weeks,
the cowboy
he
hat,
has
right?
made me such a huge fan. Like I was I did
it's the overall
last month, and I was like I'm like, oh my god, it's Brock Lesnar. And I'm like, who am I? Because I was never a fan. My head, and I'm just like,
who am I?
Like,
what is this?
I know. I've enjoyed the build-up. I've enjoyed the storyline. I do think I would probably go with Roman. Especially with the streak, I hope they save it for somebody like to build the next big star. That's what I think they should do. And like Brock doesn't need the win, like again, that happened with when he broke the streak. Like it should have been somebody.
There it is.
There it is. He slow walked right into it.
There it was. Yeah.
So I don't know if Brock's gonna have the same luck. It really could go either way. Again, like I said with Ronda, like is Brock staying around after Mania? Is he going away for a little while? Like
he's going back to the ranch.
Right. He's actually been around for a while now, longer than usual. So
so he might be like, but he looks like he's having fun too at the same time. I don't know. it could really go either way. But I'm gonna say Roman.
Matt, you look like you're conflicted as fuck. Are you okay? Who's
Everyone
your pick?
should be.
Who's your pick, and what are you expecting out of this matchup, Matt?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at this title match right here, but I'm looking at another title match right now on my screen over here. But
Well,
that's gonna
focus
get
up. Pay attention. You're a fucking.
I'm focusing on this one. So basically, looking at this match, I love what they did with Roman leading into this. Because now we're gonna get the side of Roman that everybody's wanted at a WrestleMania. This is the first time he's gonna be going in as a heel at WrestleMania. So that's why I'm leaning towards Roman winning it. Plus, this could be the build that they need to get him to, of course,
take that
facing
next
the Rock
level
down the road.
Yeah.
The next level and get him to face The Rock, because don't forget, The Rock, Dwayne ain't coming in as a heel. Dwayne's coming in as Dwayne.
Yep.
He's gonna come in as Dwayne.
You got your
He's
eggs in
gonna
that
go
basket, huh?
Yeah, he's pushing that.
Listen, I'm a huge Dwayne fan, and Dwayne is gonna be coming. We don't know when. He took the same route that Veer took. We don't know when he's coming, but that's gonna happen because he is the one who built that table. He could say, "I'm the head of the table," all he wants, but Dwayne could be like, "Okay, you know who left the parts of the table to be built? These people. And guess who built the table? I did."
Haku did.
Haku.
Yes,
No, it was Alpha.
okay.
It was Alpha.
Alpha and Sika.
They gave him the parts.
They got the wood, but The Rock put the table together.
Rocky Maivia to The Rock, he did it. He did his thing. That's why that match would be.
It would be a great build-up. We'll give it to you.
That would have been a great WrestleMania match.
It's an easy build.
Or they could pull the Cena. They could pull the Cena Rock, the whole Cena Rock thing. Have them fight each other at SummerSlam. Roman loses, right? But not for the title. No title involved. Roman loses for the head of the table. Then you can switch up and give The Rock that heel move that he likes to run with. Let Roman try to fight back up to the top, and hey, WrestleMania in LA, where The Rock is now. Have them duke it out. Roman wins.
All right,
That's
Joe.
That's my thing.
Well, I'm not going to go into a deep dark story like that, but I will say, I will say I do appreciate the depth and the scope of what you're trying to say, but I'm going to go with Brock because he will be the streak breaker, Suplex City, destroyer of streaks, Brock Lesnar.
Destroyer of streaks, ruiner of manhoods. Dave.
I strongly believe that the only way Roman doesn't win this match is if he's either taking a long break or he's just done. This situation right here. Every time we talk about Roman, I always go straight to the gimmick. The gimmick has to be protected. This guy is top tier. He's the face of the company, and his gimmick screams that. You have to protect that. At any point when he loses, I don't think you recover from that. I just don't think you do. But on the other end of that, the ultimate push next level for that gimmick is to hold all of the top belts, to have the only top belt. So with all of that being said, it makes sense for Roman to win this because it's just will push the gimmick to the next level. Mm-hmm. But then you have Brock, who does this all the time when it makes sense. He wins. So at the end of the day, I really don't know. If Roman loses, that gimmick to me is done. I don't know how you come back from that. I don't. So he has to win unless they are finished with this gimmick, which I doubt they are. This gimmick is just making too much money right now. You don't just throw away thousands of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars for
I don't think the gimmick is done until like the feud with The Rock that like Matt was talking about. Like I feel like that's going to be kind of the end of that gimmick, but him and Rock shouldn't be for the title, and I don't know, but yeah, I don't know.
that match wouldn't need the title. It actually would be redundant to give them the title for that matchup.
Exactly.
But I'll throw this in. I'll throw this in the hat. It has to, in my opinion, almost has to be Roman. And Ariella hit it with the streak with Brock. Sorry, Brock, we gave you your thing. This one has to go the other way now. And the second part of that whole thing is why I think it really absolutely has to be Roman Reigns. There's just no other option to it. Roman has been in the ring with Brock Lesnar on 2 other occasions in a WrestleMania main event. First one, they both got fucked because they gave it to Seth. And then the second one, Brock beat him. So, I mean, in this stage, like Roman says, I'm on God mode, son. God mode right now. Yeah, it has to be Roman. And much like the Drew McIntyre situation in the Rumble for Lesnar, putting over Drew McIntyre the way that he did, whoever beats Roman Reigns for that championship is a made goddamn. He goes into the Hall of Fame next year. And the only thing on his placard is Roman Reigns. That's it. Yeah. Listen, Chad Gable would be on Jimmy Fallon the next fucking night. The newest superstar in wrestling today, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable.
What did you win? I just beat Roman Reigns. Holy fuck!
You beat Roman Reigns?
You beat Roman Reigns? Wow. Weren't you wearing basketball shorts like a year ago?
Oh, now let's do karaoke.
I truly hope Pat McAfee would. Oh.
Yeah. All right, so that's our 2 cards for WrestleMania. We went over literally everything we possibly could. We put our professional opinions and our personal ones in there. It was all fantastical stuff. I had a pop quiz that I wanted to take real quick because I just really seriously wanted to see how smart my panel really, really is. And I know some of you will be guessing.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'll be me.
And I just wanted to real quickly here. I'm going to show it to you guys. Let me get rid of this. Boom. And I'm going to show you guys what it's supposed to look like. I'm going to share screen. I'm getting really good at this, boy. Let me tell you. I'm getting
master.
Nice at this. This. Nope. This. There it is. Boom. This is what the screen should be looking like. You see the URL here, kahoot.it. That's what you need to type in to the webpage to get this screen. And then I have to give you guys the game pin in order for you to get in. And let me go ahead and get that game pin for you. So it's going to go start.
So Kahoot dot what?
IT.
IT. Classic mode. And then there's the game pin there. Oh, no, I want to mute this. That's what happened to me last time. Mute site. I got in trouble for that last time. But yes, so this is the game pin here. So if you go to kahoot.it, they'll take you to this page. This is the game pin you're going to put in right there. If you're in the comments, you're still watching the show and you want to join the game, you absolutely can. All you have to do is go to kahoot.it, type in this number into the game pin. It'll ask you to put in a username, and then you're in the game. That's it.
Number.
What's the number?
We don't see it.
Number? Are you talking
Oh,
about?
you're not seeing the number. Okay, so
Put
let's
it in the private chat.
Yeah.
put it in the private chat. Hold on 1 second here. No, I'm going to
Yeah,
show
first
you
private chat.
Hold on 1 second. Boop, 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 boop. This is the number.
That's a lot of numbers.
Right.
Hey, don't be specific with the number. That's the number. I don't think you need a space, even though there's a space there. I'm not entirely sure how that works.
I'll tell you in a minute.
But out there. Waiting for players. Chancla style. I know who that is. Oh, she went with the name. Okay. That's good. I appreciate that because other people put goofy things in there. Let's see, the Lord Dove. See, there you go. And those are my 4 players right there. They're in the game. I don't know if anybody else is going to join. I'll give it another quick couple of seconds for anybody else, and then I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and hit start. So let me see here on the screen. Yep, we're good with the share. All right, it's a quick game of 20 questions. If those of you who've never played the game before, it's really self-explanatory. The question will come up. I'll read it aloud. You have 4 answers for the multiple choice. You can just pick one. And, of course, there's true or false answers for the true or false.
Don't forget to mute it.
I did. I muted. I'm good. I'm
I
not
can hear it.
I'm not trying to get
We
in
can
trouble.
hear it.
Oh, well, I can't hear it on my end, and that's all I'm worried about because I'm recording it on my side. So here we go. Start game. All right, bitches.
Getting ready. Loading.
It's the pop quiz, motherfuckers. Here we go. Yes, one of 20. WrestleMania 38 takes place in Dallas, Texas. Counting 38, how many times has the state of Texas hosted a WrestleMania? These are your options. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Very basic stuff here.
Hey, I'm not on
Very
here.
basic.
Weird.
All right. 3 people have answered. There you go.
Oh,
Oh, it was 4. Nobody got it. Losers.
Oh, okay.
So the scoreboard remains 0 across the board, but alphabetically, Ariel is still in the lead
Yes.
by default. Yeah. Randy Orton enters WrestleMania 38 as tag team champion. He has entered Mania with every major title in history except, these are your 4 answers: the United States Championship, Intercontinental Championship, the European Championship, or the World's Heavyweight Championship. One of these belts he has not gone into WrestleMania with. Oh, there you go.
Damn.
No chance.
Yeah.
That was WrestleMania 20. There we go. See?
I'm the
Oh!
one.
Now remember, as you can see, the numerical numbers are different. That also means time. They factor in how quick you answered the question. That factors into your time. At WrestleMania 32 in Dallas, there was a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Who were the 3 women that were in that match? These are your options here. I'm not going to read them.
Oh, wow. Trust it.
all day.
Oh, wow. I don't remember that.
Here we go. Ooh, 2 were off. Let's see it reflected in the points. Oh,
painful.
hey. Yeah. I know he's guessing. There we go. I don't even know if you've seen that WrestleMania. Edge made his WrestleMania debut at which WrestleMania? Which WrestleMania did he have his first match? Ooh, pressure's on. I appreciate you guys aren't using the whole timer.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Oh, he's on fire!
Let's go!
Wow.
Oh no!
I had it right too, so I'm good.
True or false? Stone Cold Steve Austin's final wrestling match was against The Rock at WrestleMania 17. Ooh.
I think this is where I fall.
Oh.
Oh,
Let's go!
Oh, nice.
Hey,
you guessed that.
Dave's on
Yes.
fire.
fire! Oh boy, Cahoot's talking mad shit right now. At WrestleMania 30, Daniel Bryan wrestled the opening and last match. Who was the first wrestler to accomplish that feat? Who could it be? Who could it be?
That was not bad.
I know who it ain't.
That was my guess.
Oh, that's right.
That
That was my
I should've
first
got
guess.
that
I
one.
should have went with that.
Oh, Matt Awesome with the trivia knowledge.
Damn. I knew it was one of
Check it
those
out.
2.
There will not be an Andre the Giant memorial.
No, that's wrong.
No, it isn't. Who is who in this list isn't a previous winner? No,
Oh, damn, my phone froze.
that battle royal
Oh,
took place
God.
on fucking SmackDown, bro. That don't count. I'm talking about at the show.
Hopefully nobody got this, because my phone, like, turned off on here.
That was
Oh, fuck.
Oh. We got it right.
No, we'll find out. Arielya climbing the ranks.
Okay.
All right, Roddy Piper, and Goldust had one of the first cinematic matches at which WrestleMania?
Oh, I know this one. There you go.
Ooh,
Hope I got it right.
okay.
I was second guessing myself.
See, I hope you got it right too. I'm rooting for you.
I hope I got it right too.
On a spiritual
minute.
level, I'm wishing the best for you. Oh, one person.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One person did. Oh, man, awesome. Top of the charts. 9, almost there. As Natalya prepares for another women's tag team title match at Mania, who hasn't she tagged with at WrestleMania? Which of the 4 women here has not been a tag team partner of Natalia's at Mania? Oh, I didn't swerve anyone with this one. Foolish. Who answered the fastest though? Ooh. All right, halfway point. True or false? This is double points.
Yeah.
Modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal, the greatest WWE champion in history. This is a true or false question.
Have you been watching him on Big Sky?
Yeah. No, not yet. I've heard about it. I haven't seen it yet, though. I haven't seen it. Good. All right. See, everyone's on the same page. Fast answers. Everyone knows their shit. Okay. Logan Paul is making a back-to-back appearance at WrestleMania. Which celebrity has also made back-to-back appearances? See, I'm all over the map here. I got the women, I got tag teams, I got celebrities. Come on, we're doing this is
You definitely are, yeah.
This is all over the place here. There we go. Boom. Pete
I remember that.
Rose.
I remember that.
There you go. Oh, look where the fire at now. Oh. Okay, almost to the end here. The Undertaker's legacy in WWE will always be the streak. Who was victory number 4? Early in the early days here, the Undertaker streak. All these guys were early too. Oh,
yeah, I remember this one. I remember
crap.
this one. Yeah. Look at that. The rise. The rise.
All rise, chicken. All right. The Usos walk into WrestleMania as tag team champions yet again. But which year did they not walk in as tag team champions? That is correct. 3 of these answers are them walking into Mania as tag champs. But one of them, they're not. Which one is the one?
Ooh! Lost my streak.
Nobody got it right, Jesus.
Nobody got it right. That's all right, though. I put a lot of thought into this stuff.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Seth freaking Rollins walks into WrestleMania with a mystery opponent. Which 3 opponents did he make his WrestleMania debut against? I even put a hint here, obviously, as a member of the Shield. Who were the 3 opponents for the Shield in their first WrestleMania? Basically, is what this question's asking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, my finger slipped.
I didn't mean to pick. Fuck.
Yeah, I meant to go that way.
Oh, damn
I
fingers.
read that wrong.
True or false? Double points. Are you sure Jinder Mahal is the greatest WWE champion of all time? Check out the robe. There you go. Quick. See that?
Yeah.
No, I'm glad everyone's on the same page. Just goes down as one of the best. All right, we're good. All right, let's quiz it up here. Which championship has Charlotte Flair not competed for at WrestleMania? Yes, he's competed for 3 of these, not the 4th one. What we got here? Ooh. She did compete for the NXT Women's Championship during the pandemic Mania.
Oh, number 1.
The rise and fall of some
good run.
Did not use a Roman numeral. And this is referring more to the logo, to the advertisement. One of these WrestleManias did not use Roman numeral. Which one would it be?
I got it wrong on purpose.
That was completely intentional.
That was intentional.
All right. Almost to the end here. 18 out of 20. Which state has hosted the most WrestleManias? This took a while to figure out because it was technical. It was very technical. But I'll go ahead.
Oh.
California, indeed. Now
everybody had picked one. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Here's
the
why
that have fallen.
That was fucked up because people forget WrestleMania 2 was in 3 locations. So sometimes people forget that there's additional states in there. And here we go. China is the only woman to compete for a male and female championship at WrestleMania. True or false? That is indeed false.
Yep.
She competed for the women's title. She never competed for a male.
Yeah, I realized that was like that.
Look who's back, baby.
Last question. True or false?
For the gold.
Is Maharaja.
Points. AJ Orsini is the greatest pro wrestling podcast host of all time. Yes.
Fuck you, I'm losing anyway. Go fuck yourself.
Nice.
One person told the truth. One person. The rest of you kiss asses just got outed. That's right.
I wasn't kissing ass. I actually enjoy being on this podcast more than other ones.
Oh man.
Oh, the spotlight's on you.
You did horrible.
And he did the best, and he only got half the questions right. That means my quiz was awesome. Made people think.
That's right.
Guys, thanks so much for being on the show tonight. I know it was a long night. I apologize. It was just so much to go over, so much to talk about. This is going to be in the books. This is the biggest one I've ever done. So thank you guys for participating so much in this. I have for you guys. I was just asking. You guys had fun? Was this fun for you guys?
Absolutely.
It was
Always
a good
fun
time.
being on the
It was
show.
fun.
So tonight was Ring of Honor's pay-per-view, Supercard of Honor. I'm going to be getting my hands at that at some point because I still want to watch it. But this is the beginning of a huge wrestling weekend for everybody involved. 2 nights of WrestleMania. Hall of Fame, I think, is also tonight. The
Undertaker.
Yeah, the NXT pay-per-view again. The big NXT show is tomorrow afternoon. It's a wrestling weekend. This is it. This is the haven for all wrestling fans and workers around the world. So I wish everybody a great WrestleMania weekend. Be safe, drink responsibly or not. Just if you're not going to do it responsibly, do it at home at least. No pissing and shitting in everybody else's houses. Just keep it real. And I want to thank my panel once again: Arielya Nyx, Joe, Dave, Matt. Thanks for coming on the show. We'll see you next week. Me and Dave will be on the broadcast again. Hopefully, going over what the fuck happened over WrestleMania weekend. I'm gonna keep some of this stuff that we said tonight in mind about that. So. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for downloading. Thank you guys for sharing. And of course, thank you guys for enjoying episode 226, I believe it was. Something like that.
Sounds
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it says at the top.
Yeah, I named it.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're getting good at this.
Yeah, I'm almost 5 years in. We're getting this going, baby.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys. Enjoy WrestleMania.
Night.
Good night.